Hey everyone, welcome to our channel, and thank you for your support. If there's a favorite novel on the channel and you want the next part, you're just one step away. Become a Patreon member and I can make it depending on your tier. Thank you for your attention.
When Qin Ming put the hero spar into the spar slot of the demon's summoning tower, a black mist billowed and emerged around. With a gust of cold wind came. Qin Ming saw that there was a human-shaped black fog appearing in front of him, and the outline of the edge was full of black smoke. On top of the human-shaped black mist, there is a line of small characters. Dark Associates Mystery, what the hell is this? He looked at the hero's panel and found that this was a 7-star aptitude hero, the same as the Hell Demon Sword. This hero has a passive skill. That is, accompanied by darkness, it can be transformed into a black mist, and in this state it is completely immune to all physical attacks. This cow, but is this guy male or female? Qin Ming couldn't help but think, at this time. The human-shaped black mist suddenly flew towards Qin Ming. Black smoke, spreading out towards the surroundings, Qin Ming was soon shrouded in it. Then what appeared in front of Qin Ming from the black mist was a beautiful and delicate woman's face, but it was completely full from the nose up. Turned into black smoke, scattered and lingering. She only showed part of her figure. Raising his right arm, a cloud of smoke condensed into a small snow-white hand and touched Qin Ming's face. Lord, please give me some advice, Tilda. A charming female voice came from Qin Ming's ear. Next moment. The woman's figure quickly retreated, and the black mist re-encircled her, returning to the form of a human-shaped black mist. With her movements, even the demon wings behind her scattered into black smoke surrounding her. It turned out to be a beauty demon. Qin Ming smiled and nodded. I'll call you Ami from now on. Although I just didn't see it. But just from the contour curve she just showed, you know that she has a great figure, certainly. Qin Ming would like to know, is she a humanoid incarnated by a black mist, or a black mist incarnated by a humanoid? Thank you, Lord Tilda. Her voice was numb, making people ticklish. Go and level up. Qin Ming said, go brush level. This is a question on the surface of the beauty associated with darkness, but there is a little ridicule hidden in the depth of her voice. Sorry, I'm uncivilized. Go to level up, there is no bar. Qin Ming had a headache, waved his hand, forcibly activated the teleportation tower, and sent her to the double nest. As the humanoid black mist disappeared, Qin Ming shook his head. This female demon seems to be more difficult to deal with than a succubus. Seriously speaking, Yi'er is the purest kind of succubus. Apart from drinking milk, her whole life experience is like a blank sheet of paper. About 20 minutes passed. Qin Ming guessed that it was almost there, so he cut his perspective to the vicinity of the double nest where the monsters were being spawned. I found a new hero who was a little shocked by the side, the Dark Companion, just 20 minutes. She has already risen from level 1 to level 42. This was completely unexpected to her. As a demon hero, she was trapped in a dark space until she was recruited, and learned that she would one day be recruited by the Lord. But she never thought about it. The Lord who recruited her has such a strong talent, unlimited upgrades, 100 times the experience. It's really good, and this time. She felt that Qin Ming checked her attribute panel and the corners of her mouth curled slightly, revealing an enigmatic smile. Dark Associates Mystery Demon Hero Unit, Level 41 Qualification 7 HP 2900 Attack 610 Defense 145 Halo 1 Blurred, provides 25% evasion aura. Halo 2 Fatal Tips. Provides a 46% crit damage aura. Halo 3, The Opportunity Cannot Be Missed, provides a 46% hit aura. Passive skill Associated Darkness, when transformed into a black mist, immune to all physical attacks. Skill 1, Blood Perception. Perceives all hostile creatures within 800 meters and can raid behind the target. The first hit after the raid is guaranteed to be a critical hit. No cooldown but cannot be released for 1 second after being attacked. Skill 2, Noose. Condenses the black mist into a noose, imprisoning the target for an infinite duration. Cooldown for 60 seconds. Skill 3, Shadow Double Swords. Condenses the black mist into double swords, attack plus 100%, attack speed plus 100%, and immune to control state in double sword state. Lasts 600 seconds. Cooldown for 3600 seconds. Aura is dodge, crit damage, and hit. Qin Ming glanced at him and nodded secretly. This halo works great. Dodge increases the survivability of surrounding units, and hit and crit damage are both ways to increase damage output. The 46% crit damage means that it can deal 46 times more damage during a crit, and the base multiplier of crit is 2 times. With this halo, she and the nearby units will deal 246 times the damage once they are critically hit. As for skills, an 800-meter range equivalent to flashing skills, which has not been cooled yet. As long as you are not attacked, you can flash infinitely between enemies. A noose can imprison a target indefinitely, unless the target releases the unlocking skills or someone helps to disperse this state. It is possible to release the control in advance. The last big move is the double sword of the shadow. Equivalent to incarnation of a humanoid weapon, the whole person becomes a double sword, doubles the attack and attack speed, and is immune to control status. This hero has so many ways to play. You can change the form at will, what kind of noose, what double knife. If this is a different way of thinking, wouldn't it be so exciting for a thief? Qin Ming couldn't help but think, if this female demon knew what Qin Ming was thinking, she would be stunned. Soon. When Qin Ming retracted his vision, he found that it was past 7 p.m. Speaking of which, I still remember a person named Shufu in my notebook. It was agreed to pay spar at 7 o'clock and there is no movement yet. Qin Ming thought about it. He took the initiative to chat privately. The result system prompts, "This woman has blocked his private chat. Good guy." Qin Ming was a little surprised this woman suddenly narrowed her way. She still remembered that the Lord's white outfit was sold to her, and it was only 300 spar, so it wouldn't be impossible to get 100 spar a day, right? In this case, it is basically clear that you want to repay the debt. Qin Ming didn't hesitate. He is now more than 1,000 spar per hour, and he has earned a total of more than 10,000 spar in one day, which is not bad for her 300. Certainly. After the Lords communicate with each other, he will definitely take this spar back, and it won't take much time. At this time, he glanced at his backpack. In one day, he earned more than 10,000 spar, but during the period, the explosions consumed a lot. Now there are only more than 2,600 spar points left. Now there are 1,000 gluttonous goblins, 600 spiked demons, 300 earth shakers. The troops are almost enough. Qin Ming felt a little uncomfortable. That pair of nests is really cool to brush, but the nearly 2,000 troops are surrounded by it, and the darkness is pressing around there. It is already a demon. The range of assist experience provided by Blessed Sharing is 200 meters. So, these 2,000 or more troops are equivalent to all squeezed within 200 meters. You can imagine how crowded it was. If Qin Ming explodes again, there will be no more demons in this place. This 2,600 spar, let's unlock the technology first. Qin Ming thought to himself. He came to the first and second order technology towers and opened the panels respectively. First order technology, 5 have been unlocked, and the next one requires 320 spar. Second order technology, only 2 are unlocked, and the next one requires 400 spar. Qin Ming did some calculations. In order to maximize revenue, we decided to unlock 2 of them. 2 plus 2, so you have to consume more than 2,100 spar. This spar is really useless. Soon, Qin Ming starts some technology. This time he chose faster. After all, he was more familiar with the world of lords, and he knew very well what technology would benefit him more. Article 6 Tier 1 Technology. Spike Enhancement, strengthen the spiked demon unit and gains 70% damage reduction in turret mode. Article 7 First Order Technology, 1 step to the sky, 2% chance to gain 10 times the experience when hunting. During the hunting process, Qin Ming's feelings were still relatively clear. The spike demon does a lot of damage, but it's still too fragile. Without extra HP and defense bonuses, it is easy to get rid of any powerful opponents. So, go straight to a boost and let the spiked demons get 70% damage reduction in turret mode. In this way, it is equivalent to triple the survivability of the spiked demons. As for 1 step to the sky technology, Qin Ming also thought about it. From the perspective of mathematical expectations, this technology actually increases Qin Ming's hunting experience by 20%. No matter whether it is stable or unstable, it can always make Qin Ming's subordinates upgrade faster. Similar to this technology, other lords will not consider it at all, just here at Qin Ming. The benefits of this technology are too high. Next, second order technology. Qin Ming came to the second order technology tower more than 10 meters high. Start unlocking. Result. This first choice made Qin Ming a little confused. What kind of technology is this? Heavenly Chosen, select a hero unit to unlock global experience and global aura. Global experience, no matter where you are, you can share the killing experience reward of allies and experience an increase of 10%. Global aura, the aura will apply to all friendly units, even if the friendly unit is not in the same Lord world. There is a note below. Once the chosen person is selected, they cannot be replaced. Unless the technology is brushed out and the technology is refreshed, it can be reselected. The other 2 options along with this talent are so bad that they don't need to be considered. The chosen person, If you think about it carefully, it seems to have a big effect and it can also have a special effect. Qin Ming showed a smile that everyone understands. Originally, there was only one factor restricting him from doing things together with Yi Yer, and that was that she needed to hurry up and upgrade. But, as long as she is chosen as the chosen one, can't she run around everywhere? Anyway, there is experience in running everywhere and it is shared globally. Also, IR has a halo effect that is defense. The important factor restricting my development now is defense. If the defense is high enough, I would have gone to the third-order monsters earlier. Tier 3 wild monsters, even small monsters, can attack 500 or 600 at any time, and at least 300 or 400 additional skills are added, adding up to nearly 1,000 damage. If the defense is not enough, gluttonous imps are easily killed by focused fire. You know, Tier 3 wild monsters, the original intention of the Lord era is to let Tier 3 troops go to the brush. Qin Ming wants to let a group of first-tier troops to fight. That is not something that can be done by upgrading dozens of ranks. If there are no other factors, at least a few hundred levels are required to obtain the attribute. Of course, Qin Ming couldn't wait that long, so the hero halo and lord equipment were the most crucial factors. Let Yi Yer be the chosen one. Qin Ming makes a decision. After choosing the chosen one, Qin Ming called Yi Yer back. With the global experience and global aura, she doesn't need to stay in the double nest. There is also a second-order technology. Unlock and see. Qin Ming looked at the 3 options given. Immediately shines. Golden Hand, you can turn any equipment into spar, no cooling. Note, you can preview the bonus income before starting gold. This is not bad. There are more than 700 pieces of junk and white clothes in my backpack. If this goes on like this, the warehouse will explode. With the Golden Hand, you can turn useless things into spar. Qin Ming directly chose this technology, then, he immediately opened the backpack and started the operation. First-order hero white outfit can be ordered into 5 spar. The second-order hero is white, which can be ordered into 15 spar. If it is blue equipment, the income will be quadrupled. If it is the Lord's equipment, the income will be doubled tenfold. Qin Ming studied it and was a little excited. This technology is really turning waste into treasure. You know, now that the hero white outfit is sold outside, 5 crystals can't be sold at all. Yesterday, he also sold several sets of 35 sets. Now, 20 sets are not easy to sell. But after Qin Ming has a golden hand, a set of first-order white clothes, 8 pieces, can recover a total of 40 spar. This is too cool. However, this is limited to recycling white clothes. If the golden hand uses the blue equipment, the profit is not as good as the market price. Of course, it's only at this stage. In the future, the price of blue clothing will continue to drop, and soon it will also drop to the price of cabbage. Qin Ming thought to himself. Then, he turned all the white clothes in his backpack into spar, a total of more than 200 first-order white clothes. More than 500 second-order white outfits. These are all enlightened. There are more than 8,600 spar. Even Qin Ming was startled by this number, to know. He has now unlocked a looting technology, and every time he kills a wild monster, he will get an extra spar. In this case, over 10,000 crystals were harvested in one day. As a result, all these garbage white clothes were clicked, and 8,600 spar was recovered. How could Qin Ming not be surprised by this? It's cool now. Isn't this golden hand technology too fierce? Qin Ming sighed with emotion. He searches the chat channel for the word Dianjin, did not search for any chat records related to technology. It can be seen that no other lord has brushed this technology at this stage. Right. After all, this is only a Tier 2 technology tower. How can other lords have a Tier 2 technology tower? Qin Ming shook his head. What's more, even if someone else has developed some golden hand technology, there is not so much equipment that he can enlighten. Now Qin Ming has a huge amount of money again, and he doesn't need to explode for the time being. So he set his sights on the trading market. Some strategic materials can be prepared in advance. E.g., teleport tower. Not long ago, Yi Yer led the team to fight the king-level boss and ran back and forth for more than half an hour. Although it is a large army march, the speed is slow, but it is still too far. If a transport network is constructed, you won't need to waste so much time when this happens. Right now, my activity area is within 30 kilometers of the surrounding area. If you want to build a teleportation network, at least make sure that I will go to any location in this area within 5 kilometers. In this case, no matter where you go, it won't take more than 3 minutes. Qin Ming made a rough calculation. According to this requirement, only 40 teleportation towers are needed at most. Only in this way. When other lords invade, Qin Ming can kill the invaders as quickly as possible. Then buy 50 teleportation tower construction plans. On the market now, the price of the construction map of the teleportation tower is between 50-70 spar. Just charge it at 50. Qin Ming makes a decision. Now many lords have not developed too far at all, and they will not use the teleportation tower at all. To them, 50 spar can summon 10 first-order troops. This is the resource that can really enhance their combat power. There is only Qin Ming who has now jumped out of this stage and developed completely ahead of time. Then, Qin Ming began to receive the goods. However, he did not speak directly but found the long-legged royal sister Shen Yina. "Sister, how many transactions do you have left?" Qin Ming got straight to the point. "What?" Shen Yina replied angrily, "Old sister." It was the first time she heard someone call her that, and it always felt a little weird. "Help me collect some teleportation tower construction drawings and I'll give you a commission." Qin Ming said, "Can't you take it yourself? There are so many in the market." Shen Yina was very vigilant and didn't know what else he was going to do. "I'm charging a bit more, but I don't have enough transactions. You buy me more and then give me a one-time transaction." "How much do you want?" 50, puff 50. "Do you have that many spar?" Shen Yina almost vomited blood. "Even if you have so many spar, I don't have that many transactions. I only have 25 left now, you can figure it out." Qin Ming did the math. He quickly chatted privately. "Okay, then you can buy me 20 and I will give you 10 spar and 50 crystal is your hard work." "So much?" Shen Yina was a little jealous. "Aren't you afraid that I will run away with the money?" "More than 1,000 spar." She couldn't understand how did Qin Ming get so many spar. And it seems that this is not all Qin Ming's property. After all, Qin Ming said that he wanted to collect 50 construction drawings of the teleportation tower. Wouldn't that add up to more than 2,500? What's there to be afraid of? "I'll chase you if you run. Can it really make you run away?" Qin Ming said indifferently. Shen Yina blushed a little this time and spat, "Come and trade." After 10 minutes, Qin Ming followed suit and contacted Shi Wenliang and Lin Yuao respectively. A total of 6 transactions were used to buy 50 teleportation tower construction plans. Of course, he paid 130 crystals of hard work for this, and it was still a good deal overall. Next, Qin Ming began to build a teleportation tower around the Devil's Valley according to the plan. The first-order teleportation tower, after construction, has 300 defense points and 50,000 durability points. But Qin Ming is not worried that these teleport towers will be destroyed by intruders. Because Isle's Guardian of the Succubus Halo also works on buildings and can increase the defense of all buildings. And the building has a feature, that is, the defense will not be reduced. Anything like breaking defenses, true damage, etc. is invalid for buildings. In this situation, who really can beat Qin Ming and these teleportation towers are ghosts, just as he was building the teleport tower. The little beauty Lin Yuao, who just helped Qin Ming complete the transaction, kept pestering him and asked, "Handsome guy, why didn't you ask me to help you sell the goods today? Is it out of stock?" "The goods are there, but they are not very easy to sell. They are all blue clothes." Qin Ming replied, "First-order hero blue equipment, 78 pieces can make up to 4 sets at most. Blue suits are sold in sets, then who can afford them?" Lin Yuao stuck out her tongue and quickly realized something was wrong. Her expression changed. "No more than 70 blue outfits? Are you kidding me? If these blue outfits are all hunted, it means that Qin Ming has at least killed more than 70 elite monsters. How is this possible? Wild monsters will not refresh after killing unless there is an abyss layer. But even if it is an abyss layer, it is impossible to brush so many elites in one day. Then, this little beauty is really sure Qin Ming's talent is definitely making equipment. This guy is an equipment factory. But even so, isn't this number 2 exaggerated? In fact, Qin Ming has nearly 200 pieces of hero blue equipment in total. The greedy beheading technology allows him to kill a boss with a 65% chance of dropping an additional loot. The hero blue equipment is the most dropped. However, more than half of them are second-order blue equipment. Tier 2 equipment needs to be worn by heroes at level 20. No one will buy it now, so there is no need for him to sell it. "I'll hang up the things, you call me to bring the goods, this time I'll give you a 10% commission." Qin Ming finished. All the blue outfits that can be sold are listed on the trading market, and there is no set price so as not to be bought by people. Yeah, Lin Yuao's eyes turned into money when she heard the word commission. Start shipping now. After half an hour, the transmission network in Qin Ming's world has finally been completed. From now on, within 30 kilometers, he would send troops to any location in no more than 3 minutes. And Lin Yuao brought goods to Qin Ming, and he also sold more than 40 pieces of first-order blue equipment. Most are bought in 2 or 3 pieces together. Up to now, some well-developed ones can still get a lot of spar. Selling more than 40 pieces of first-order blue equipment, excluding the commission for her, she gained 1,500 spar, which is 3 times the income of the gold point. The second-order blue outfit is too lazy to wait, just reclaim it with the hand of gold. The total harvest is 4,900 polyspar. Oh, life is really lonely as snow. I just spent 2,500 to buy the teleportation tower and this is more than 6,000, this spar the more I spend. Qin Ming sighed. At this moment, Lin Yuao chatted privately and asked him a little embarrassedly, "By the way, Qin Ming, have you joined any alliances now? I heard that there is such a thing as an alliance tower and some people have formed an alliance. If you have an alliance, take me with you." Hear her ask. Qin Ming is not sleepy anymore. Backhand an alliance invitation was sent in the past. Qin Ming Harem Alliance invites you to join, agree or not. Lin Yuao was dumbfounded. Is the name of your alliance the devil? Lin Yuao Elf Lord has joined your Qin Ming Harem Alliance. More than 10 minutes passed. Lin Yuao finally joined the alliance with a twist, same as Shen Yina. They all refused at first, but they were a little scared. Although they have grown well after getting Qin Ming's equipment, once many people invade their world, they will still be very dangerous. In this situation, joining an alliance is the best choice. They are pretty good. Although the name of the alliance is a bit strange, if they ignore the name of the alliance, they can be in the same alliance with Qin Ming, which makes them feel at ease. It turns out that there is already a sister in the alliance. When Lin Yuao entered the alliance, she saw the list of alliance personnel and there was a fairy lord Shen Yina. Looking at the head portrait, it is obvious that she is a big beauty, and it's a royal sister type. Lin Yuao couldn't help chatting privately with Qin Ming and asked, "Is she a friend you've known before?" No, Qin Ming shook his head in denial. That's what you only knew when you became a lord. Lin Yuao heaved a sigh of relief. It would be the same as her. Why are you so nervous? Qin Ming looked strange. Don't worry, I drag her into the league because she is useful. Ah, what can she do? Lin Yuao was a little surprised. You can do it. What can you do? Qin Ming asked back. Lin Yuao found out that Qin Ming couldn't handle it. It gets weird every time we talk about the topic. Soon, Qin Ming continued to visit the market. He observed the price of the Originium summoning stone, and it was obvious that he planned to buy some Originium summoning stone. Arms, of course, the more you unlock, the better. Although they are all first-order summoning origin stones, there may be some powerful arms, and it is possible to unlock special arms such as the Devil's Eye. However, the summoning Originium is more expensive. After all, it is a rare item and it is not the same grade as the teleportation tower. On the market, the lowest price is 800 spar, not many. He glanced at his attribute panel. I'm level 6 now. Unlock up to 6 first-order arms. Shen Yina gave me one just now and there are 2 more. Qin Ming thought about it. He shouted on the regional channel, 500 crystals for the first-order summoning Originium. I want 2. 800 is better to grab it. 500 pieces. Qin Ming believes that at this stage, someone will definitely sell it. As predicted. After he shouted like this for about 10 minutes, 2 people contacted him one after another to sell the first-order summoning Originium at a price of 500. The chat channel in this area has a 2-minute cooldown for shouting. So in fact, Qin Ming also shouted 4 or 5 times. Then, Qin Ming paid 1,000 spar and bought 2 first-order summoning origin stones, but they were very happy. 500 spar, a huge sum of money. Although the summoning source stone is very rare, for some lords, even if they unlock a new unit, they will not be able to summon the spar. It is better to sell it for spar to speed up the development. Qin Ming didn't care so much. After he traded the origin stone of summoning, he went directly to the demon summoning tower and unlocked tier 1 units in a row. Congratulations, unlock the first order unit Crypt Demon. Congratulations, unlock the first order special unit Devil Vine. Congratulations, unlock the first order unit Hellhound. Unlock 3 tier 1 units in a row. The result made Qin Ming happy. Sure enough, there are special types of troops. He glanced at the introduction. It was discovered that this demon vine needs 100 spar to be summoned and only one can be summoned at most. After being summoned, its initial state is just a small vine, but it can grow and spread over time or it can swallow spar to accelerate the spread. Incredible. It can spread infinitely. This is a defensive weapon. Qin Ming's eyes lit up. Usually this demonic vine can hide underground. Once an enemy passes by, there will be vine tentacles that burrow out of the ground and attack the enemy. Its biggest feature is that it can spread infinitely, even covering the entire Lord world. If this grows up, it will be a super giant tentacle monster. Qin Ming couldn't help but think. He directly summoned the demon vines. The system prompts him to select the initial growth location on the map. Under normal circumstances, the initial location must be selected in the base camp in the Devil's Valley, but Qin Ming thought about it. Choose directly near the double nest. This thing also needs to be upgraded, grow directly over there and then spread back, as he makes a decision. In the underground near the double nests where monsters are constantly spawned, countless black smoke lingered and gradually condensed into a thick black vine. This vine can spread in any direction. It can also spread in multiple directions. You can even change the direction of spread at any time. Very free, if it spreads over time, it can spread 96 meters a day. If you want to devour spar to spread, you can spread 1 meter for every spar swallowed. Spread back around the Devil's Valley first and circle the valley. Qin Ming thought about it. The Devil's Valley is his base camp, and he must be surrounded by devil vines. Only, from Twin Nests to Devil's Valley, the distance is 13.7 kilometers. For such a long distance, if you want to let the demon vines spread back, you have to swallow more than 10,000 spar stones in a straight line. The consumption of this spar is simply staggering. If this is replaced by other lords who unlock the demon vines, they will not grow at all in the early and midterm. Fortunately, now Qin Ming's spar income is still possible. The Golden Hand has just made a batch of blue equipment so that he has more than 12,000 spar. All his brains were used to spread the vines. Directly from the double nest, it spread to 17 kilometers outside the Devil's Valley. It's about 2 kilometers. From this distance, go around the valley and surround the valley. Qin Ming nodded with satisfaction. He figured it out. A circle with a radius of 2 kilometers has a circumference of more than 5 kilometers, which requires 12,500 spar. Too much consumption, but it's fine. At my current growth rate, 1 night of spar is enough. Qin Ming wasn't too entangled. When the demonic vines spread out for more than 10 kilometers on that straight line, once an enemy approaches, they will be attacked by the demonic vines. And in the short 20 minutes of this spread, this demon vine has already risen to level 41. Devil Vine Special Arms Demon Race. Level 41, current length 12 kilometers, main body HP 131,131,000, tentacle HP 520, attack 260, defense 65, ability of arms level 1, vine attack. When an enemy approaches, it will release tentacles to attack the enemy. The vine body can generate 5 tentacles every 100 meters, and the tentacles attack distance of 25 meters. After the tentacles are destroyed, they will regenerate within 196 seconds. Ability of arms level 10, toxic invasion. Tentacle attacks are poisonous, causing true damage equal to 14% of ATK every second for 5 seconds. Army ability level 20, long whip, attack range plus 15 meters. Army ability level 30, quick whipping, attack speed increased by 40%. Ability of arms level 40, key invasion. The tentacles will give priority to attacking the vitals of the target, causing 1-2 times the damage. Qin Ming took a closer look. The most critical ability of this demon vine is the basic ability, the vine attack. It's really a tentacle attack. At present, the attack distance is 40 meters, but as the level increases, the attack distance and attack speed can be improved. As for this critical intrusion, Qin Ming looked at the level 40 ability and scratched his head. Does this key point have the same meaning as what he thinks is the key point? This troop ability? Kind of weird, for now. Whether it is attack or defense, this unit is too general and this is still a level 40 value. If someone else summons it, this demonic vine can only be upgraded to level 10 at most, and even the ability can only unlock 2. That's almost like a toy, but here at Qin Ming, this thing is deadly. Then Qin Ming each summoned a crypt demon and a hellhound. These two are ordinary first-order arms. As for the need for large-scale summons, it depends on what kind of arms they can unlock. Crypt demons are giant ants that burrow into the ground. Hellhounds are exactly what the name suggests. Both of them are not big in size, and even the Glutton Kid looks more ferocious than them. Qin Ming threw them near the double nests to level up the experience, ready to see their abilities tomorrow morning. At this time, he focused his attention on the demonized centaurs village that he was preparing to attack. Originally, he was planning to attack tonight, but in this village there is a boss-level boss who has been upgraded to a king-level boss, the king of demonized centaurs. This attribute Tusk. Wait until tomorrow when all of your subordinates reach level 100 or above, then play this thing again. Qin Ming makes a decision. He directly took Yeer's soft little hand and walked into the Lord's hut in the moonlight. Come on, I'll take you to breakfast. Breakfast. Isn't it evening? No one said you can't have breakfast in the evening, right? Another sunrise, 8:00 a.m. There are only 24 hours left until the Lords communicate with each other. Qin Ming led the blushing succubus girl out of the Lord's cabin. How about it? Is humans' breakfast delicious? Qin Ming asked. Tilda Yi'er blushed and nodded. Her charming eyes were full of satisfaction, and a pair of small devil wings shrunk comfortably behind her, probably because she ate human breakfast, which added a touch of charm to her innocence. You can upgrade while having breakfast. As expected of the chosen person, Qin Ming glanced at Yiyer's attribute panel. After this night, she has already risen to level 104, straight up the qualification to 10 stars full of stars. The heroes recruited by other lords will be upgraded to 10-star qualification at most, and the maximum level is 100. Just this has to consume a lot of qualification stones. You must know that improving qualifications does not mean that every qualification stone can improve 1 star. The first upgrade requires 1 qualification stone, the second requires 4, and the third requires 9. Even the initial 7-star heroes like Hell Sword Demon and Dark Companion would need 13 aptitude stones to reach 10-star aptitude, which is simply impossible at this stage. And here at Qin Ming, level 100 has just begun. Qin Ming glanced at the 104 level Iyer attribute. The blood volume is 14,872 points, attack 3,173 points, defense 714 points. This property just exploded. Qin Ming couldn't help but marvel. The purple sacrificial bone staff and the golden frost magic pants, these 2 pieces of equipment increase her attack and HP by percentage. Great profit. And in terms of skills and aura, the defense and blood recovery aura have both increased to 108 points. Charm aura, the base duration of charm has been increased to 5 seconds. Even if there is 90% control resistance, she will be charmed by her and unable to move for more than 5 seconds. The Shield of Darkness, the shield is 1000% of the health value, that is 140,000. I'll go 140,000 shields. If this is not a regiment's enemy, who can break it? Succubus Inspiration directly increased the speed by 180% for 45 minutes. Dark Chain Lightning can attack up to 80 enemies with an additional damage of 1600 points. Qin Ming had to sigh with emotion. The current succubus girl has grown into a boss-level existence, according to her current attributes. Even if the level talent Tyrical Penetration can ignore 60% defense, she still has nearly 300 defense and the opponent can't break her defense. In other words, now as long as she doesn't provoke high-level monster bosses, she is completely invincible. Eating more breakfast in the future is good for your health. Qin Ming put his arms around her soft body and said with a smile, then he glanced at the other heroes and units. Yi'er is in the state of being chosen by nature, eats global experience and has a 10% experience bonus, but others don't. So no one has reached level 100 right now, but it has basically risen to level 90 or more. It looks like. The upgrade efficiency of brushing these 2 nests is a little bit behind. After all, the higher the level, the more experience points are required. Now with 2 million experience an hour, you can only upgrade to 2 levels. We have to farm Tier 3 monsters as soon as possible and occupy Tier 3 nests. Qin Ming thought to himself. Immediately after, he observed the situation of the 2 new arms yesterday. Crypt Demon long-range attack. When developed, the second injury is a little higher than that of the Spiked Demon. But the outbreak is not as good as the Spiked Demon, and the most important thing is, the range is too close. The blood volume and defense are not very good. As a Tier 1 unit, this body is too brittle and the range is so close that it can easily be dropped in seconds. The only advantage is to burrow into the ground to save lives. Qin Ming shook his head. As for the Hellhound, there is nothing special about it. It is that the attack is higher than that of the Gluttonous Kid, and it has its own crit, but whether it is survivability or speed, it is far inferior to the Gluttonous Kid. In general, these 2 arms are of little use to Qin Ming. Tier 1 arms, he has gluttonous goblins in melee combat and spiked demons in long range, which is basically enough. In that case, let's block these 2 arms on the technology tower first. In order to avoid unlocking the technology, brush the enhanced technology of these 2 arms, reducing the probability of me brushing good technology. Qin Ming went to the first order technology tower to operate. Generally speaking, unlocking new arms means that at the technology tower, it will be possible to refresh the enhanced technology of the new arms. But if you don't want it, you can block it by arms. After blocking this class, the technology tower brush technology will not appear the enhanced technology of this class. Qin Ming didn't use this function before because his previous arms were all main battle arms and he still needed some enhanced technology. For example, the turret mode damage reduction of the Spiked Demon, the damage resistance of the Earthshaker Bull, and so on. Immediately afterwards, he paid attention to the attributes of other heroes and units. Abyssal Flame Tarsize level 96, Fire attack aura increased to 404 points. Hellsword Demon Diasta, level 95. Now the attack after stacking the magic sword buff has reached more than 6,000 points. The critical strike and vampire aura have been directly increased to 52%. Dark Companion Mystery, level 86, the evasion aura has been increased to 47%, and the crit damage and hit aura have reached 91%. Under the aura enhancements of these heroes, Qin Ming's subordinates are already extremely terrifying. This can already be the third order wild monster. However, you can go and kill that king-level boss first. Qin Ming got ready. At this time, he glanced at the regional chat channel, but he saw an interesting scene. The woman named Shu Fu, after blocking Qin Ming and not wanting to pay back the money, was looking for the alliance on the chat channel. Shu Fu, the lord of the human race. I am now at level 3.5 as a lord and at level 15 as a hero. Is there an alliance that accepts me? F***K, the beauty boss upstairs, ask for a friend in the front row. The beauty is too strong. Do you need a younger brother to serve you? Shufu, the lord of the human race. Shy, no, this level is not high, right? I'm just here to find the alliance. Why don't you come to me? My league is full of handsome guys. It's the era of lords. Handsome guys are good for nothing. Come to me. My alliance is all 3-level lords, a level talents and strong overall strength. Shufu, the lord of the human race. Let's talk Tilda. This woman looks very innocent in the regional chat channel. I'm afraid no one can imagine. This woman only developed because she bought a piece of lord equipment from Qin Ming. At that time, she hinted Qin Ming in various ways. Obviously, it is unlikely that she is a clean woman. The most important is, not only did the woman not pay, she also blocked Qin Ming. For this, Qin Ming watched from the sidelines. Communication with the Lord. It will be less than a day. No matter which alliance accepts her, it means that it will stand on the opposite side of Qin Ming. And the two alliances vying for her could never have imagined that this beautiful boss on the surface was actually a big trouble. Certainly. When Qin Ming saw these chats, he got some good news. It seems that now the most developed lords have all risen to level 3, and the equipment of the second-level lords can be sold. As for other people's hero levels, those who have risen faster should be above level 15. On the last day, they should be able to reach level 20. However, I have too many blue outfits. I'm too lazy to sell them. At that time, only purple clothes will be sold, and there should be a lot of people who can afford it. It can be said, if Qin Ming wants to sell second-order items, it is almost the only one in the entire region. Because for other people, even if the heroes and soldiers are upgraded to level 20, it is extremely difficult to open up the second-order wild monsters. Killing the minions will kill a bunch of them. Not to mention the second-order wild monster boss, which is not something that lords can touch at this stage. Qin Ming still had 2 things to do on the last day before the Lord World communicated. One is to annihilate the demonized human and horse villages. Another is to find the third-order abyss lair and open up a new leveling point. Before departure, Qin Ming checked the backpack first. After this night, he harvested another 14,000 spar. And there are hundreds of white outfits, second-order blue outfits, and the like. They were all turned into spar by Qin Ming. In the end, he had a total of 21,000 spar. First, spread the demon vines around the valley. Qin Ming waved his hand and kept swallowing the spar to the demon vine. When passing through the tree devil's lair, Qin Ming also let the vines detour a little so that it could eat the experience of the tree devil's lair. After the lords communicate with each other, if someone invades, they will appear outside a certain range of the devil's valley. My lord level has now risen to level 7, then the intruder will appear 7 kilometers away. No matter what route you take to come to the Devil's Valley, you will definitely encounter devil vines. Qin Ming nodded with satisfaction. Thus, the entire Demon Valley was completely protected. As for the situation in the sky, don't need to think about it for the time being, because except for special arms, the normal flying arms are at least tier 3, and no one can summon them now. What surprised Qin Ming was, there was actually a purple hero equipment, a qualification stone, and a purple lord skill book in his backpack. It seems that last night a leader abyss demon sheep appeared in the double nest. Qin Ming knew it. He first glanced at the equipment. Blood Pendant Purple Tier 2 Hero Equipment, wearable by assassin heroes. Attack plus 212, HP plus 925, HP plus 795. Qin Ming casually gave this equipment to the Dark Companion Mystery. This woman's voice is charming. But after one night, Qin Ming didn't call her, and she didn't bother Qin Ming at all. It was very quiet. This equipment does not have a percentage attribute, and it will have to be replaced sooner or later. You wear it first and then change it when you have a better one. Qin Ming said, Okay, my lord Tilda, her voice was crisp and pleasant to listen to. Qin Ming didn't pay much attention to her and then checked the purple lord skill book. Dark Domain Purple, Second Order Lord Skill Book. Active release, released on a 700x 700 meter area. Friendly units in the area gain 50% damage reduction for 300 seconds. Cooldown for 1200 seconds. Passive effect, all subordinates damage reduction plus 23%. Tier 2 Purple Lord Skill Book. This stuff is rare. Even Qin Ming has only hit the second book so far. I am now a lord of level 7 and I can learn up to 7 lord skills. It's a pity that there are not so many skill books for me to learn. Qin Ming shook his head, not in a hurry either. There are some lord skill books on the market, but those skill books are all white and blue quality. Not only the attributes are garbage, but the price is deadly expensive. Qin Ming naturally would not consider it. As for the qualification stone, it was of no use to him, so he put it aside for the time being. Almost there, let's go, team assembly. By the way, you don't have to go. Qin Ming put his arms around Yi and said. Why, I'm good at fighting too. Yi was pulled by Qin Ming, a little puffed up. Qin Ming heard what she said and patted her head with a smile. That's right, you are really good at hitting. Yi tilted her head. Why does the Lord speak so strangely? His beating and her beating should be the same meaning, right? Since Yi is the chosen one, the global aura is unlocked. So you don't need to go to the battlefield, you can also provide bonuses to all Qin Ming's men. In this kind of battle, there is not much more of her and one less of her. Just leave her with you, soon, Legion assembled. There are a total of 500 spiked demons, 500 gluttonous goblins, and 290 earth-shaking bulls, all of which are above level 90. All teleportation. Qin Ming gave an order, the transmission light is on. The demonized village of people and horses. Originally, there were 3 boss-level bosses in this village, but now, one of the boss-level bosses has actually evolved into a king-level boss. This made Qin Ming think for a while. In a village like this, can all the bosses in it evolve? Anyway, this demonized human and horse village is too close to the Devil's Valley and Qin Ming must destroy it. At this time, the subordinates gather. Qin Ming is looking at the attributes of the king of the demonized centaurs. As a second-tier king-level boss, this guy has up to 98% damage reduction. And like the previous two-headed ogre, it's immune to all negative states. As for the king-level aura, it provides 96% control resistance, 80% damage reduction, and 200 damage resistance to all surrounding allies. Qin Ming studied its skills. This guy has a basic attack of 880 points, and counting the additional damage of his skills, he can basically deal 1,500 to 2,000 points of damage with each attack. Fortunately, Qin Ming's troops now have their own means of life-saving. The gluttonous goblins constantly devour corpses to strengthen their physique, and the gluttonous goblins who reach level 90 basically have more than 5,000 HP. The Thorn Demons got 70% damage reduction in turret mode. Counting the Lord skills Qin Ming just learned, passively add 23% damage reduction, which adds up to 69% damage reduction. If multiple damage reduction effects are stacked, they are not additive, rather multiplication. So in any case, the damage reduction can't reach 100%. If Qin Ming takes the initiative to activate the Dark Domain again, it will provide 50% damage reduction. Then the damage reduction of the spiked demons will reach 45%. Such a high damage reduction is enough for them to survive on the battlefield. As for the Earthshaker, no need to worry at all. This unit comes with 70% damage reduction, and now when everyone reaches level 91, the basic defense has 450 points. And there is a technology that adds more than 450 damage resistance to them all. Together, the two are equivalent to nearly 1,000 defense points, although there are many elites and even mobs who can break the defense in this demonized village, but not much. No matter how you break the defense, you can't break the damage resistance, except for the king-level boss. There are also 2 leader-level demonized men and horses, which cannot be ignored. After all, they all have halos. One of the demonized centaurs offers a 70% magic damage reduction aura, which is another reason why Qin Ming told Yi not to go. Even if she goes, she won't be able to make much output. It is enough to give the Legion a succubus inspiration before the Legion leaves. Another demonized centaur shooter provides 450 attack aura. In addition, there are also some mobs which can release buff skills and provide various effects such as attack, defense, and blood recovery. In general, the comprehensive combat power of this demonized village is very powerful. This is also the reason why Qin Ming didn't provoke him before. But now, things are different. Qin Ming's combat power has completely risen. A peaceful village of demonized centaurs. Around a teleportation tower 4 kilometers away, the light of teleportation continued to flash. A bunch of densely packed black demons, surrounded by endless demonic energy, were teleported to this area. The Hellsword demon Diasta took the lead. Holding the magic sword, the killing intent is awe-inspiring, like the god of death in the world. Ami, the companion of darkness, was incarnated in the form of black mist, flying in the sky. This time they will lead the team. Neither Isle nor Tarsize came over. Earthshaker Demon Bull opened the way. Rush. As Qin Ming ordered, thousands of demons were pressed into action at once and many black crows were frightened along the way. With the actions of the Earthshakers, the surrounding ground began to tremble. 4 kilometers away, the monsters who enchanted the Centaur village quickly noticed the abnormality. In the sky, a demon eye that has risen to level 94 looking down from the sky, the halo effect is directly activated at this moment. For a moment, all kinds of demonic coercion and spiritual shock shrouded the entire village. In addition to the king-level boss immune to negative status effects, all the demonized people in this village have fallen into a state of being overwhelmed by coercion. Attack minus 180, movement speed minus 44%, attack speed minus 44%. One thing Qin Ming had thought wrong before. That is, no matter how many levels the Devil's Eye rises, the deterrent effect of reducing the movement speed and attack speed cannot reach 100%. But even so, the effect is already terrifying. A time. All the monsters in the demonized Centaur village seemed to be in slow motion. However, there were still many monsters who raised their bows and arrows, or used the giant crossbows in the village to attack directly at the eyes of the demons in the sky. The most conspicuous is the king of demonized centaurs, who is more than 5 meters tall. The huge whirlwind flying axe in his hand was thrown directly at the eye of the devil. Countless attacks fell on the demon eye, but all damage is. A level 94 demon's eye has nearly 1,500 basic defenses, not to mention there are lord bonuses and hero aura bonuses. Almost all demonized centaurs cannot break the defense of the demon eye, except the whirlwind axe of the king-level boss. The 2 axes flew high into the sky and finally let the devil's eyes see blood. Pity, minus 162, minus 162, 2 damage numbers floated up. It seems that the damage is not low, but the amount of blood in the eye of the devil is too much. With nearly 30,000 HP, this damage is completely irrelevant. You know, the whirlwind throwing axe has an 8-second cooldown. Combined with the blood recovery halo provided by Yi Yar's long range, this damage will be fully recovered in 2 or 3 seconds. How could it be possible to kill the devil's eye? This tier of special arms is too powerful. It would be nice if I could get the second-tier special arms. However, the drop rate of the second-tier summoning Originium is much lower than that of the first tier. I only had one after brushing for so long, and I unlocked the Earthshaker Demon Bull. Qin Ming shook his head, didn't think much about it, at this moment. The attention of the demonized centaurs was basically attracted by the eyes of the demons in the sky. Suddenly, a pitch-black earth-shaking demon bull, holding a huge pillar, rushed out of the woods around the village and headed straight for the fence of the village. The huge pillars waved and quickly destroyed the defensive fence outside the village. There were 300 earth-shaking demon bulls. Almost the entire village was surrounded, and the demonized centaurs responded quickly. All kinds of attacks instantly fell on the earth-shaking demon bulls. The elites, leaders, and the king-level boss all threw their skills at the Earthshakers angrily. Pity. Even if the skill of the demonized king of centaurs falls on the Earthshakers, it can only deal 200 or 300 points of damage. These second-order meat shields. It's too meaty. As for the rest of the elites, leaders, and mobs, they could only deal a few dozen points of damage after breaking some of the Earthshakers' defenses. Under the effect of Yi Yar's blood-returning halo, it was full in almost an instant. At this time, Qin Ming found out that one of his Earthshaker cows was being attacked by the other party. Its defense has been reduced by various defense-breaking effects to just over 70 points. Even the mobs have dozens of points of damage, not to mention leaders and elites. All kinds of demonized centaurs and horsemen, demonized centaurs and archers directly focused on the earth-shaking demon bull. After a while, the blood volume of the earth-shaking demon bull was 4,000 points, less than half. The one with little blood withdraws by himself. Qin Ming added a directive directly. Next moment, the Earthshaker Demon Bull with little blood immediately turned around carrying the huge pillar and retreated into the forest. That's moving fast. Let that group of demonized people look stupid, to know. Now the succubus inspiration effect increases the movement speed by 180%. Within this range, the Demon Ascension ability effect of the Devil's Eye also gets a 120% movement speed increase. A total of 300% movement speed increase. Let the Earthshaker Demon Cow disappear in a flash. Surrounded by more Earthshakers, it is impossible for the demonized people to leave the village to chase, and they can only helplessly move their targets. But only 10 seconds passed. The earth-shaking demon bull who left before rushed back, and the demonized people were full of blood when they saw it. For a while, the entire village resounded with the screams of demonized people and horses that Qin Ming could not understand. That's it. Under the orderly tactics of the Earthshakers, the defensive fences around the entire village were quickly demolished. Then something more terrifying came. The gluttonous little devil, the spiked demon, and 2 heroes are finally dispatched at this time, 250 meters away. Without the obstruction of the defensive fence, the spiked demons have turned on the turret mode. Countless spikes shot into the village from all directions. The gluttonous little devils rushed into the village in black and white, and they bit the demonized people and horses when they caught them. This scene let the demons immediately want to change their goals. After all, the Earthshakers are too weak to kill them. However, ridicule, a violent roar sounded from the village. The Earthshaker's taunting skill was finally released, directly forcing the surrounding demonized people to attack him. The mentality of the demonized people collapsed. This earth-shaking demon cow is not only meat, but also ridiculed, so how do they fight? Can only say. Brushing in this Lord world is the misfortune of this group of demonized people. On the other hand, the king-level boss, who is not affected by any negative state, is fighting left and right in the village. The huge double axe in his hand constantly releases skills. According to the usual situation, it can still kill some gluttonous little devils by constantly throwing skills like this, and cooperating with its subordinates to focus fire. But the earth-shaking demon bulls attracted all the firepower of its subordinates. Let this demonized king of centaurs roar wildly. This earth-shaking demon cow really makes it disgusting. In the village, the demon hero with a fully stacked state and a defense almost comparable to that of the Devil's Eye Tiesta slammed into it with the hell demon's sword in hand. The Dark Companion Ami is the incarnation of the double swords of the shadow, traversing quickly, beheading the demonized people and horses. In this state, she is immune to physical damage. All physical damage that fell on her was ineffective. And in the dual sword state, her movement speed is increased by 140% with other movement speed improvement effects. Let the demonized people in the field not realize her existence at all. Her speed, too fast, Diesta's crit aura, Ami's burst damage halo. It's so cool that these two halos work together. Qin Ming was a little shocked when he looked at the numbers of damage that kept floating in the village. To know, this group of demonized people now has the damage reduction aura of the king-level boss. Even so, even the gluttonous little devil of the First Order unit can deal high damage. It is enough to see that the hero halo is really too big for the improvement of the troops. Qin Ming did the math. When Tiesta reaches about level 200, the crit aura can reach 100%, that is, the knife crit. Until then, how terrifying will Qin Ming's damage be? In the village of demonized centaurs, the melee lasted for more than 10 minutes. That king-level boss has 98% super high damage reduction, and also has various group shields, group damage reduction skills, and some demonized people and horses sacrificed to restore blood to it. So it's still relatively slow. Fortunately, Qin Ming was fully prepared for this battle. After more than 10 minutes, the battle was over. Qin Ming didn't even kill a gluttonous kid. There is no doubt that the whole process of the Earthshaker's mocking and seamless connection is the key to this battle. In addition, the Golden Lord is equipped with Mitchell's quick attack bracers, and the 76% control resistance provided to subordinates is also critical. Qin Ming has been planning for so long, and this is what he wants. Although the gluttonous kid only needs 5 spar 1. But these are all 90-level gluttons. It takes nearly 2 days to practice. If they die, it's still very distressing. Qin Ming thought to himself, finally, the mobs, elites, and leaders around the king-level boss were killed one after another. In the siege of countless demons, the king of demonized centaurs fell to the ground crying, "This wave of experience is cool. There are more than 300 demonized people in total, each with at least 15,000 experience." Qin Ming glanced at it. After destroying this demonized village, all his subordinates gained at least 5 million experience. Even Yi'er went from level 104 to level 108. As for the other arms, they have all been upgraded to level 5-6 at the same time. In Qin Ming's backpack, grabbing from the void brought countless rewards. 1 king level, 2 bosses, 21 elites, Comfortable to know, now Qin Ming kills 2-3 bosses every day. Whether it is hero equipment or lord equipment, he still lacks a lot. Although there is no shortage of blue equipment, the attributes are too low. What he wants at least must be purple quality equipment. As the king-level boss fell, 2 golden lights flashed directly from Qin Ming's backpack. Look at him. Magicized helmet gold, tier 2 hero equipment. Wearable by warrior heroes. HP plus 2498, HP plus 59%, defense plus 41%, magic damage reduction 81%. Equipment requirements level 20, directly a golden helmet for warriors. This attribute is invincible, 3% equipment. Qin Ming was directly surprised. If it is for other lords, then the blood volume and defense are increased by percentage, and the effect is not strong. Because the heroes they recruited are only at more than 10 levels now, and their basic blood volume is only a few hundred points. But Qin Ming is different. Qin Ming's level 100 heroes start from 10,000 HP. This 59% blood volume directly added nearly 6,000 blood points. Can only say, this piece of equipment is exactly the best entry Qin Ming wanted. Qin Ming naturally let Dais to be equipped. The blood volume and defense have skyrocketed, and he took off directly, and another golden piece of equipment. Same as hero gear. Demonized Hunter's Ring Gold, tier 2 hero equipment, wearable by marksman heroes. Attack plus 325, critical rate plus 34%, hit plus 45%, hit plus 47%, Nima this attribute. Qin Ming glanced at it and almost cursed. Finally, he still produced a piece of garbage golden equipment. The attributes of this equipment are really too hard to describe. Even if Qin Ming recruits a shooter hero in the future, it is impossible to bring this equipment. You must know that Diasta's crit aura is now 52%, and it will be higher in the future. This 34% crit rate is basically no benefit. As for the pair of hits, it's even more outrageous. In general, this property is not used at all. If this is a percentage attack, it can barely be brought. Just add 325 attack points. Who are you fooling? Qin Ming sighed. If other lords knew what he was thinking, they would probably want to jump into the river. The golden equipment with a 325-point attack is still disgusting. Qin Ming was so angry that he dragged the golden equipment to the last column of his backpack. Out of sight is pure. But, after all, this thing is golden equipment, and Qin Ming can't use it to turn it into a spar. Maybe it can be taken out to exchange for hero spar or something. What makes Qin Ming more gratified is that he also has a golden treasure chest on his way back. When this demonized village of people and horses gave birth to a king-level boss, the village was upgraded to a king-level village. After the village was destroyed, a golden treasure chest appeared in the core building of the village. After all, it's not a drop, so it failed to trigger the void grab effect and directly entered Qin Ming's backpack. Only the Earthshakers could carry it back. Soon, the golden treasure chest was carried by the Earthshaker and returned to the Devil's Valley. Qin Ming brought Yi to the treasure chest. This treasure chest is bigger than me. Qin Ming was a little surprised. You can't even see it in the hands of the Earthshaker. He thought about it and opened the treasure box directly. You have opened a golden quality village treasure chest. You got 4278 spar. You have obtained Chiron's chief token gold. You have obtained sturdy totem gold. What appeared in front of Qin Ming was a spar that was bigger than a basketball, which was 4278 spar. In addition to this, there are 2 golden trophies. Qin Ming glanced at it. The first piece was a gold quality lord necklace and the second was a gold quality lord skill book. Chiron's chief token gold, second order lord equipment necklace. Attack plus 315, attack plus 298, control resistance plus 94%. Chiron's blessing, subordinates attack plus 104, attack plus 98, control resistance plus 79%. Equipment requirements, lord level 3. Good stuff. Qin Ming glanced at the attributes and was amazed on the spot. 2 attacks, 1 control resistance. If this lord equipment is put on by other lords, it will take off immediately. Even for Qin Ming, wearing this equipment is a great enhancement. You must know that Qin Ming's basic attack power is only more than 200 points, even if he is a gluttonous kid at about level 100. This piece of lord equipment directly doubles the attack of the gluttons. As for heroes, although there is no percentage attack, there is a control resistance attribute. Gives them 79% control resistance. In addition to the 76% control resistance provided by the Golden Lord's bracers, the sewer position is 94.9% control resistance. As expected of golden equipment, by now Qin Ming has actually discovered the importance of controlling resistance. Many other lords are not weak in control, once there is no control resistance. It is easy to be infinitely controlled by other people's controlled arms. This situation is naturally unacceptable to Qin Ming. But don't worry now. 2 pieces of Golden Lord equipment with control resistance so that the control resistance of all Qin Ming's men is full, even if it is a skill that controls 20 seconds. It can only control Qin Ming's subordinates for just 1 second, and at this stage, it is impossible for other lords to have such powerful control skills, which is equivalent to Qin Ming's entire arms are not afraid of control at all, immediately after. Qin Ming looked at the Golden Lord skill book. It surprised him even more. Sturdy Totem Gold, Second Order Lord Skill Book. Active Release. Release a firm totem in any area within the field of vision to protect friendly forces within 500 meters from any damage. For 10 seconds the totem cannot be destroyed. Cooldown for 3600 seconds. Passive effect, defense plus 49 for all subordinates. Passive effect, all subordinates have a 6% chance of being immune to damage when attacked. Study. Qin Ming didn't even think about it, he just learned this skill book. Not to mention the 2 passive effects, the firm totem that was actively released can actually provide an invincible effect that lasts for 10 seconds. This skill is simply invincible. Qin Ming's eyes lit up. Have to say, the harvest of this demonized village of people and horses is too rich. Fortunately, I waited for a while, I didn't destroy the village in advance and waited for a king-level boss to come out. Immediately after, Qin Ming looked at the backpack. The harvest doesn't stop there. There are a lot of white and blue equipment, as well as a heroic purple equipment, a purple quality spar tower construction drawing, and 2 second-order teleportation tower construction drawings. Qin Ming first looked at the heroic purple outfit. Enchanted cloth wrist purple, tier 2 hero equipment, wearable by mage heroes. HP plus 840, defense plus 75, spell damage plus 124. Equipment requirements level 20. This equipment is a bit of a stretch. However, Qin Ming thought of the previous frost pants which turned out to be ice silk stockings on Yi'er. He threw the enchanted cloth wrist to Yi'er, put it on. Attributes don't matter, the key is, does it look good? Yi'er nodded and put on the equipment. Qin Ming took a look. Good guy, her arms are actually covered with a layer of light black fabric. The fabric is a bit translucent, showing a looming white and smooth skin. Alas. It's a pity it's just a bracer. Qin Ming is sorry, this fabric, this material, how good would it be to be a piece of clothing? Next, he saved 2 second-order teleportation tower construction plans. It can be used when going to the third-order wild monster area. As for the construction plan of the purple spar tower, this is the 3rd purple quality spar tower Qin Ming has obtained. On the purple spar vein, only 3 spar towers can be built at most. Move the blue spar tower. Qin Ming makes a decision. After 10 minutes, on that purple mine there are a total of 2 second-order purple spar towers and 1 first-order purple spar tower. That adds up to 900 spar per hour. In one day it is more than 20,000 spar. As for the maximum effective spar. Of course it was bombing. Since Qin Ming was already going to the territory of the third-order monsters, he was looking for the third-order abyss lair and opened up a new leveling point. So he started blasting again. After just spreading the demon vines around, Qin Ming still has more than 8,000 spar. After exterminating the demonized human and horse village, more than 5,000 crystals were harvested. He thought about it. 400 spiked demons, 300 Earthshaker demon bull. With his actions, the 700 troops were summoned and temporarily teleported to the level 4 tree demon's lair to upgrade. A total of 12,200 spar is consumed. This spar is too useless. Qin Ming shook his head, so far. He has 1,000 gluttony imps, 1,000 spiked devils, and 600 Earthshakers. These forces are enough for him to sweep hundreds of Lord Worlds at the same time, if it weren't for the fact that the spawn rate of wild monsters couldn't keep up. Qin Ming can completely explode more troops. Although the demon race did not need his lord to help prepare food, they were not sleepless. Even if they devour corpses, there must be enough corpses for them to swallow. With the current speed of spawning monsters in Qin Ming's world, it can't keep up with the food needs of the troops. A new leveling point must be opened. Qin Ming glanced at the map, directly sent all 10 demon eyes out. The new abyss lair is imminent for his development. Certainly, even with the devil's eye, it takes time to explore the environment. During the investigation, Qin Ming could only wait, but he was not idle, because the world of lords will communicate with each other soon. He needs to prepare in advance. Although it is said that his combat power is now crushing all other lords, there may be some details that he did not notice. Then, he started following regional chat channels. Help, help. I accidentally provoked an elite monster village, and more than 100 monsters came to my hometown. Who can save you now? Find a way to lure those wild monsters away. What level is the monster village? Level 5 village. I can't beat that elite, woohoo. It's a pity. If we can communicate with each other now, I can help you. Isn't it a level 5 elite? Upstairs, the village elites are different from the wild elites. There are more than 100 mobs around and you will die if you go. I have a chieftain level village. What should the family do? The chief village can only communicate with each other and call people to fight together. My hero is level 20 and I don't dare to provoke it. At this stage, absolutely no one can fight. Qin Ming found out. There are many other lords who have encountered wild monster villages, most of which are elite level villages, and even some villages are only ordinary level. But even so, these villages are definitely not something that ordinary lords can deal with. When the lord's combat power cannot be crushed, quantity is everything. Now that the lord has 100 troops, it is already considered a lot. Encountering that kind of village where more than 100 wild monsters gather. Basically no opponent. There are lords who can destroy the village, but even so, the lord himself suffered heavy losses. It was normal for more than 100 troops to die and a dozen or 20 remnants left. The village was discussed in the channel for a while. There are also a lot of bigwigs who have come out to show up, reached a conclusion. There are at least 300 boss-level villages with wild monsters. At this stage, there is absolutely no way anyone can beat them. They can only find someone to fight together after they communicate with each other. Pity, they don't know. Not long ago, Qin Ming single-handedly killed a king-level village with 0 damage. Qin Ming keeps following the chat channel. It was found that from noon, more and more people in the channel were speaking, and they wanted to find an alliance to join. Since you are looking for an alliance, you must be reporting your own family and stating your level and military strength. Otherwise, why would they pull you into the alliance? Then, Qin Ming also learned a lot about the level and strength of the lords of the D12 area. Qin Ming observed the chat channel for a while, then sum it up. Many lords have risen to level 4 in the past 2 days. The top ones are not very far from level 5. The hero level has been upgraded to level 20 and it can't be upgraded temporarily. Because starting from level 20, the experience required to upgrade has increased tenfold. As for the number of troops, many are around 100. All are first-order initial arms and a small number of lords have unlocked new arms, but there is none of the second-order arms. To raise the demon summoning tower to tier 2, 1,000 spar are needed. At this stage, basically no one can come up with it. Qin Ming thought to himself, except for a few top lords. Most of the lords are now operating in the 19 wild monster area, that is to say, they will not leave the base camp for more than 10 kilometers. Within this area, someone discovered the boss-level lair, but they couldn't beat the boss-level boss at all. Some people also discovered purple spar or veins and even golden spar or veins, but they couldn't beat the guardian monsters at all. A small number of top lords have killed boss-level bosses. In the chat channel, the purple equipment, or the construction diagram of the purple spar tower, etc., can be admired and complimented by countless people every time it appears. Certainly, they don't just bask in this kind of equipment, but to lay the foundation for the alliance income observed by Qin Ming. In the entire D12 area, there are now at least 100 alliances. The number of this alliance is indeed not small, but compared to the number of lords in the entire region, it is still a drop in the bucket, and only 1% of the lords can join the alliance. When the time of communication between the lord world is getting closer and closer, more and more people are looking for an alliance to form a group. Protect yourself, survive, will be the topic for some time to come. Among all the lords, Qin Ming is probably the only one who is no longer nervous. Instead, he is very much looking forward to it. Because the ore resources in his own world are not good, and the nest resources are also average, if he can go to other lord worlds, he may be able to find gold quality ore veins and nests. That way, his growth rate will be further accelerated. Therefore, Qin Ming really has a play attitude towards the alliance and never thought about expanding and earning people. And this situation, it made Shen Yina and Lin Yuao feel a little tangled. Finally, the little beauty Lin Yuao was the first to take it any longer. Private chat Qin Ming asked, Qin Ming, the world of lords is about to communicate with each other. Shouldn't our alliance accept more people? Hear her ask. Qin Ming replied, no. Such a short answer made Lin Yuao stunned, just not accepting it. What's the reason? Look at the alliance name. Qin Ming's mouth curled slightly and said, can anyone enter this league? Lin Yuao blushed when she heard this. She snorted softly. It's like it's true. It's as if I entered this league and it's yours. What the hell? If you don't, what are you doing in this league? Qin Ming waved his hand. Go back. This. Lin Yuao was so d off. but if she were to withdraw from the alliance, she would naturally refuse. By the way, how are you two developing? Qin Ming asked on the alliance channel. The equipment I bought from me should be very powerful. Hear him ask. Shen Yina thought for a while, and seeing that Lin Yuao didn't speak, she first said on the alliance channel. The Lord is level 5, the heroic flower girl is level 21, there are 140 little grass spirits and 30 little tree spirits. They have meat, milk, and output. It's okay. The grass spirit is a melee output, the hero flower girl is half a milk, and the unlocked new arm, the mini tree spirit, is a meat shield arm. To be honest, her squad is pretty good. You know, even Qin Ming doesn't have a serious nurse hero or soldier now. At first, her little grass spirits attacked just fine, but their defense was low. But with the Mitchell's quick attack bracers sold to her by Qin Ming, she can take off directly. This golden bracer alone adds 47 points of defense to all her subordinates. Level 1-5 monsters just kill them. Even if there is an elite, she can deal with it and finally kill it without injury. So powerful. Let her grow extremely smoothly. After sweeping the level 1-5 monsters, her hero equipment and lord equipment have been updated. Although it was only some white and blue equipment, it also strengthened her a lot, and then swept away all the 6-9 level monsters. In her Lord world, she also discovered 2 elite level Abyss Lair, which are now occupied by her and have entered a period of steady development. And Lin Yuao quickly explained her situation. She bought equipment from Qin Ming earlier than Shen Yina. She purchased the purple tree demon heavy armor in installments so that her hero, the elf female swordsman Tina, directly broke the defense table, killed the quartet that day. When others were fighting level 3 monsters, she was already doing level 6 monsters. When others attacked level 5 monsters, she had already swept the level 1-9 monster areas. In her opinion, this speed is definitely one of the best. And all of this comes from the tree demon heavy armor sold to her by Qin Ming, although it's just purple hero equipment. But with her hero and arms, the effect of this hero equipment is similar to Shen Yina's Golden Lord Bracer. After all, as long as the defense of the damage-resistant unit is high enough, spawning monsters will become easy. At least in the first order wild monster area, this is the case. Now under Lin Yuao's hands, the elf female swordsman Tina has also reached level 21, and there are a total of 180 elf archers. Although no new arms have been unlocked, the comprehensive combat power is definitely not weaker than Shen Yina. When the two women have finished talking about their situation, they are also a little curious about Qin Ming. Qin Ming, what about you? How many troops do you have now? The two women almost asked together. Military, let me see, 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 600, a total of more than 2,600 demons. Qin Ming said. As soon as these words came out, the alliance channel instantly became quiet. 2006, the number Qin Ming said made the two women completely stunned. Original. After they bought Qin Ming's equipment, they developed very smoothly and did not encounter any setbacks. Even now, I'm slowly brushing second-order wild monsters. In their opinion, they have nearly 200 troops, which should be the largest group of lords at this stage, right? Result, Qin Ming now tells them that he has 2,600 troops. Is the gap too big? And Qin Ming is not afraid to reveal any secrets in front of their two daughters, not trust them, rather. All he said was his current strength. When the world of lords communicates with each other tomorrow, will his troops still only be the current number? At this time, Qin Ming saw that the two girls didn't speak for a long time. I thought that they would not be beaten and lost their confidence, right? So he comforted. Actually, you don't have to be discouraged. I observed it for a day. With your current development progress, you are already considered the top among other lords. I just have a little more troops than you. Is that a little more? The long-legged royal sister Shen Yina said quietly. This is a little more than 100 million. Forgive me, I will die when I see Versailles. Lin Yuao was about to cry. Anyway, after learning that Qin Ming had more than 2,000 troops, both Shen Yina and Lin Yuao were all relieved. At first, they also felt that Qin Ming didn't charge more people to the league, which seemed very inflated. But now I know that Qin Ming has so many troops and there is really no need to take in people. But they were still a little nervous. After all, strength is not everything. If Qin Ming's Lord World is targeted by multiple Lord Alliances, it will still be hard to beat with 2 fists. Pity, they don't know. For Qin Ming, the strength is just a number. What makes him truly terrifying is not the strength of his troops, but the level of his heroes and troops. Qin Ming didn't explain to them either. Anyway, if they communicate immediately, they will know soon. He glanced at the regional chat channel again. I found that at this time, many people were discussing the second-order wild monsters. Nima, my more than 100 soldiers, I only fought 2 groups of little monsters and more than 10 died. What are you? I sent a defensive hero and was killed by a level 10 mobs. It is not recommended for heroes who have just risen to level 20 to open up Wasteland for second-order monsters. It is completely worth the loss. That's right. After all, this is the last day before the lords can communicate with each other. If there are too many losses, tomorrow will be miserable. If we don't open up the Wasteland for Tier 2 monsters, it's too slow for us to improve. No way, fight more elite monsters, and then consider Tier 2 monsters when heroes and lords have a set of equipment. In the regional chat channel, it can be said that there is a lot of sorrow among the 100,000 lords. There are basically no more than 1,000 people who are capable of reclaiming Tier 2 monsters, and among these people, if the land reclamation can go on smoothly, there are no more than 10 people. This guy's hero was shot to death, and it was really miserable. Qin Ming was a little emotional, have to say. The second-tier lords of the other lords almost all suffered heavy losses. Even Lin Yuao and Shen Yina lost a lot of their subordinates when they encountered second-tier elite monsters, but here at Qin Ming, the process he sent out to clean up Tier 3 wild monsters went extremely smoothly. After killing the demonized village of centaurs, Qin Ming has gained a lot, and his subordinates' defense, damage reduction, and resistance control have all reached the point where they can crush third-order wild monsters. Down one day, Qin Ming's subordinates didn't even die a demon. During this period, I encountered some dangers. Some elite monsters with extremely high damage were almost able to kill gluttonous goblins and spiked demons in seconds. Even the taunts of the Earthshaker don't work. Because the opponent released a range attack, fortunately I'm well prepared. The Lord's skills have also learned damage reduction and invincibility, which can help save lives at critical moments. Qin Ming is happy, it is on this premise. 10 demon eyes searched for a whole day, and the furthest one was more than 70 kilometers away. Finally, a leader-level abyss lair was found 51 kilometers away from the Devil's Valley, known by Qin Ming as Lair Number 4. This is a Tier 3 lair. The wild monsters that are spawned are all Tier 23, and the drops are also Tier 3 drops. According to the estimate, 1 hour is about 2 million experience. The previous double nest was indeed rare. The two nests are brushed together. Even if it is a second-order nest, the combined experience efficiency is similar to this third-order nest. Unless there is a king-level lair, or this experience efficiency has reached its peak at present. Soon, Qin Ming built a second-order teleportation tower near Nest 4. Start allocating troops. Tier 3 monsters in Tier 3 nests are much more difficult to brush, and it is also possible to brush out the third-order boss-level boss. Therefore, Qin Ming sent most of the high-level arms plus 3 heroes to sit in the number 4 lair. The original double nest. It is to let 20 Earthshaker demon bulls sit in the town and upgrade the troops with lower levels. Since the level 13 monsters are brushed at the double nest, even if the boss is brushed, there will be no area damage of the super high attack. If the earth-shaking demon bulls taunted and walked up, they would be able to farm monsters safely. Down this day, Qin Ming harvested another 30,000 spar in total, summoned 1,000 gluttony imps and 1,000 spiked demons again, consuming a total of 13,000 spar. The troops directly increased by another 2,000. This is the last time the lords exploded before the exchange of lords. Next, even if he wants to continue blasting troops, his speed of spawning monsters in the world is no longer allowed. Spawning monsters is not fast enough. There aren't enough corpses. For the demon race, it means a shortage of food. You must wait for the lords to communicate with each other and then go to other lord worlds to find new nests. Qin Ming thought to himself, do some work. Qin Ming finally breathed a sigh of relief. Things are basically done, and then just wait for the Lord world to communicate with each other. He glanced at the remaining 18,000 spar in the backpack. Now I'm starting to farm Tier 3 wild monsters. The Tier 3 summoning Originium may explode at any time, unlocking Tier 3 arms. But before that, you need to spend 40,000 spar first to raise the demon summoning tower to Tier 3. And the third-order arms are unlocked, and it must be expensive to summon the third-order arms. You can't keep a single spar. Taking this factor into account, Qin Ming did not spend all these spar. Instead, it symbolically clicked on technology a few times and tried luck. Tier 1 Technology Tower, 8th and 9th Technology. Qin Ming all chose the strengthening technology of the demon vines. Vine enhancement strengthens the demon vine troops, the number of tentacles that can be generated by vines per 100 meters plus 100%. Vine enhancement strengthen the demon vines, gain vision within 100 meters near the vines, and can see through invisible units. The former, increasing the number of tentacles that vines can generate or directly doubled. Qin Ming couldn't let go of this technology. The latter allows Qin Ming to gain a vision of 100 meters near the vines. The key is to be able to see through invisible units. Other lords, maybe there will be some invisible heroes or troops. This was not considered before. Fortunately, this technology was brushed out. Qin Ming was a little fortunate. When the demon vines surround the demon valley for a whole week, it protects the demon valley without dead ends and has the ability to reveal and hide. There must be no intruder able to pass through the line of defense. As for the fifth and sixth technology of the second-order technology tower, it is to brush out two developmental technologies. Wealth appreciation, your output of all spar towers is increased by 30%. Interest at sunrise every day, you will get 10% of the spar you own as interest. Among them, the technology of wealth appreciation, Qin Ming has appeared twice before, but he did not choose it, because at that time his spar tower output was not much. But now, his spar tower can bring him more than 20,000 spar income every day, which is already considerable. After unlocking this technology, you can get 6,000 more spar every day. And after the lords communicate with each other, as long as the golden spar or veins can be found in other lord worlds, then the benefits of this technology will be even more abundant. As for the second interest talent, it was Qin Ming who chose it without hesitation. If it is someone else, this interest talent basically has little effect. Because for other lords, as long as the spar is almost all converted into combat power, how can there be so many spar? But Qin Ming is different, as long as he can keep the combat power rolling. Then he can completely save a large amount of spar and maximize his income by relying on interest. After a period of time, his development will be faster and faster, and this will also allow him to have a strong enough anti-risk ability. What an accident. The spar he saved will definitely be a life-saving straw. Night come. On the last night before the World of Lords communicated, most of the lords could not sleep at all, especially the lone wolf lords who did not find an alliance. One by one is developing like crazy. There were even many of them like Shi Wenliang before who went to battle in person. No way. Under the rules of the Lord era, if you fall behind, you will be beat. No one wants to be a prisoner of others, let alone be killed. If you want to avoid a tragic fate, you must become stronger. Even Shen Yina and Lin Yuao are the same at this moment. Lin Yuao encountered a level 14 leader-level monster, and that attribute made it difficult for her. Can't beat it. In a few hours, the world will be connected. She really didn't want to miss this leader. Then, she couldn't help chatting with Qin Ming privately. Qin Ming, big brother, Tilda, do you have any better warrior equipment in your place? Can you borrow it from me? I'll fight a boss monster and I'll pay you back. In fact, Lin Yuao just asked with the mentality of trying it out. The result was unexpected. Qin Ming threw a super high-quality equipment for her backhand. There is a second-order golden helmet, magicized battle helmet. If you want to borrow it, how much rent can you pay? She only looked at the attributes of this golden equipment and she was stunned. A heart thumped. This is too fierce. Speak, make an offer, and I can rent it to you. Seeing that she didn't speak, Qin Ming urged her. That. You see, I have joined your alliance and our relationship is different. Can this rent be waived? Lin Yuao sent an expression that looked aggrieved. It's not impossible, then you come to my lord's hut tomorrow, let's study life for one night. Qin Ming said with great interest. That's not good. Lin Yuao blushed a little. It doesn't work, so what's the difference between our relationship? Qin Ming shook his head. Lin Yuao stopped talking. After a while he said in a weak private chat, then, 100 crystals per hour. I should be able to finish in an hour. 20 crystals a minute by the minute, Qin Ming said, puff. When Lin Yuao heard this, she was dumbfounded. It's too badass, Qin Ming. She cried and said, I still owe you hundreds of dollars before, so you're not afraid that I won't be able to pay it back. What are you doing with the equipment? You don't have any points in your heart. Qin Ming was also too lazy to say, you calculate the income, are you losing or earning this rent? He said so. Lin Yuao was not too entangled. Grit your teeth. Okay, I'll borrow it. After about 20 minutes. She finally grinded that leader-level monster to death. No way, the boss defense is too high. Her elf archers are not very good at attacking. Each arrow can only shoot 3-5 damage. Relying on the elf female swordsman Tina, it took so long to drag the boss to death. If it weren't for Qin Ming's golden enchanted helmet, her elf female swordsman would have died long ago. To know. At level 21, Tina's basic HP is only in the early 1000s, and it is only about 1400 points including equipment bonuses. But Qin Ming's golden equipment, magicized battle helmet, directly added 2498 HP, 59% HP, 41% defense, and even 81% magic damage reduction. Even so, when she killed the boss, the elf female swordsman had less than half of her health remaining. Elf archers have been killed by more than 10 boss range skills. Make her feel bad. After finishing the boss, she immediately returned the equipment to Qin Ming. 21 minutes 420 spar. If you can't afford it temporarily, put it on the account first. Qin Ming said lazily. Understood. Lin Yuiao was about to cry. The rental of this golden equipment is too expensive. Good thing. She checked the loot and found that it had dropped a piece of purple lord equipment. It made her overjoyed, made money. With this lord equipment, her combat power will be stronger and her growth speed will be even higher. So she was in a good mood. Thinking that the world will communicate with each other tomorrow morning, he casually asked Qin Ming, "By the way, Qin Ming, what are you doing now? Does our alliance have any action plan for tomorrow morning?" "There are no plans." Qin Ming replied, "Do whatever you like. As for me, I'm making breakfast for my heroes." Lin Yuiao heard this. For a moment, I was a little dumbfounded and my mind didn't turn around. Make breakfast? She was bewildered. Look at the sky, it's past 2 in the morning. What does God do for breakfast? I didn't expect you to be a warm man and you are too good for heroes. Lin Yuiao looked strange, but she didn't think too much. Then she showed her social cow attributes and asked subconsciously, "Then if I go to your world tomorrow morning, wouldn't I be able to eat the breakfast you made?" What she didn't know was, it's embarrassing to ask this question. You sure? Qin Ming was also a little confused. What's the matter? What are you doing? Shouldn't it be hard to eat? Lin Yuiao couldn't help laughing. Qin Ming considered it for a while before slowly saying, "How do I say it? My heroes really like it. As for you, I don't know if you can accept it." Don't know how. Lin Yuiao always thought Qin Ming's words were weird, but she didn't know what the problem was. On the last night before the lords communicated, undercurrents were surging in the world of 100,000 lords. Until 7 am, the sky is bright and there is only 1 hour left before the world communicates. Emperor River Alliance. Alliance Chat Channel. Sister Shufu, are you saying that you may have offended someone? He sold you a piece of lord equipment for 100 spar, but after the transaction he suddenly threatened you and asked you for 300. Isn't that a pure stupid cup? If he dares to trouble your sister, let's fight him together in the alliance. Qian Jiang, the lord of the human race. Don't worry, beauty, as long as you communicate tomorrow, I will go directly to your world to protect you, haha. Don't come here, I'm enough alone. Shufu, the lord of the human race. I moved, thank you Qian, big brother. I'll go, I also want to protect you, beauty. Haha, what are you doing being brother Qian's light bulb? Qian Jiang, the lord of the human race. Everyone can't talk nonsense, I just went to exchange the human race with the girl. I believe it really. Shortly after, Qin Ming took Yi Er to finish breakfast in the lord's hut and walked out. Look at the time, there are still the last 10 minutes to count down until the Lord world communicates with each other. At this time, Qin Ming took out the small notebook that had memorized several names in Qin Ming's small book. It records the lords who have been buying equipment with him in installments. Shufu owes 300 spar and has paid 0 crystal. Shi Wenliang just paid back the last 100 crystals, which has already been paid off. Lin Yuiao, this girl owes more and more. At first, she owed 700. After paying 300 for 3 days, she owed 420 more. So now there is still a total of 820 crystals. Jiang Lingtao, who owes 500 crystals, has already repaid 200 crystals. Speaking of, this Jiang Lingtao has been chatting privately with Qin Ming recently, asking him if he has any equipment. Qin Ming always felt that there was something wrong with this man, and he never gave him any more equipment. Let's wait until we communicate. These spar stones are nothing to Qin Ming, but what they owe is what they owe. If you really encounter any difficulties, just say it. What is this silent blocking of private chats? If someone wants to get a bargain, then they have to teach her how to be a human being. If you don't repay the 300 spar, add 3 times the interest. In the era of lords, this is not a black heart. After all, can the 300 spar on the first day be the same as the current 300 spar? In the beginning, Qin Ming could only have 1 or 200 spar per hour. But now, he is 2 or 3,000 spar per hour. Since I didn't pay it back earlier, if I want to pay it back now, it will definitely have to increase the price. 3 times is still a small amount. Not to mention, this is already a chance for the opponent to live. Put away the small books. Qin Ming checked his hero and unit level. The first is the succubus girl, Ayer, who has been tired of him all the time. Due to the global experience, she can eat the experience of all 4 abyss layer, and the current level is already 157. Tarsi's, Diasta, and Amy are now level 125-129. The gluttonous little devils, the old ones, were all level 120 and above, and the newly summoned ones were more than level 80. Other thorn demons, earth shaker demon bull, etc., are basically the same as the Glutton Kid. As for Qin Ming's spar, after just taking 10% interest, there are a total of 41,000. He didn't move the spar for the time being. To maximize the interest technology, he had to save some spar first. All are waiting. The last 10 minutes seemed extremely long. Finally, when the cold system prompt came, everyone was shocked. The Lord world is interconnected and the countdown begins. 10, 9, 8, 2, 1. At this moment, countless lords held their breaths, quietly listening to the system prompts. When the countdown reaches 0. In everyone's mind, the announcement of world communication finally sounded. From now on, the Lord world in the region will communicate with each other. Lords can enter other Lord worlds through invitation or invasion. Invitation: invite other lords to your Lord world. You can specify the maximum force that can be carried. In the case of non-alliance, the two sides are each other's yellow names, and attacking each other will cause 70% damage. Alliance invitation: in the case of the same alliance, invite the lord to your own Lord world. The two sides are each other's white names, and they attack each other without harm. Invasion: illegally invade other Lord worlds. All invading heroes and troops will be suppressed by 30% of all attributes until they leave the world. Expulsion: the World Master can expel the invited lord at any time. If the opponent does not leave within 60 seconds, all the opponent's units will be regarded as invasion and will be suppressed by 30% of all attributes. Missed: when entering other Lord worlds, you can only act in the map area that the world owner has explored. Outside the area is a foggy area, and foreign lords, whether invited or invaded, cannot go. The rules for the exchange of lords in the world will be announced to all lords at the same time. Invitation, alliance invitation, invasion, expulsion. Missed: every concept is explained very clearly. When illegally invading other Lord worlds, 30% of all attributes will be suppressed. When all the lords saw this, they all froze in their hearts. No doubt, the appearance of this rule disrupted the plans of many lords. Originally, they thought that after the Lord world communicated with each other, it was just a casual invasion, but didn't expect. Will it be suppressed by 30% of all attributes? To know. At present, the development progress of many lords is actually similar. Once the invader is weakened by 30% of all attributes, it is still difficult to fight on the road. Originally, many people had already planned the target to invade. As soon as this rule comes out, just let them get rid of the idea at the same time. There are many lords who are afraid of being invaded, but they are relieved. At least under this rule, they are much less likely to be hacked. Interesting. When Qin Ming saw this invasion rule, the corner of his mouth twitched slightly. Now his heroes and troops are too high level, and their combat power is extremely powerful in all aspects. Even if they are suppressed by 30% of their attributes in other worlds, they are still crushing other lords. In other words, this rule has no effect on Qin Ming at all. Silence. In the entire regional alliance channel, there has never been such a momentary silence. The fourth day when people become lords, the world of the lords. Communication is finally open. Lord World Shufu. A woman wearing white quality Lord soft armor, about 25 or 6 years old with long hair and a facelifted face, is standing in front of the Lord's hut waiting for something. Her name is Shufu, the Lord of the human race. The place she was in was a forest, and many trees in the forest had been cut down. A first-order technology tower, a first-order healing tower, and a lord hut were built. There are many swordsmen, the initial arm of the human race, who are processing and grilling the returned prey. The smoke of the cooking smoke rose and it looked thriving. This is the human lord. The style of the whole world is completely different from Qin Ming's world of demon lords. Brother Qian, I'm inviting you to my world. This woman is chatting privately with a young human lord named Qian Jiang. After she spoke on the chat channel last time, several alliances approached her. In the end, she weighed the pros and cons and chose to join the Dijiang Alliance. The reason is that in this Dijiang Alliance, all 9 people except her are men. Such a place is convenient for her to play. To deal with men, she has too many means. There's no need to compete in other leagues with women. In the past, she had this kind of character in the city, and men would always revolve around her. In her opinion, men were just tools. Brother Qian, how many troops do you want to bring here? The system prompts, let me give you permission. Sufal looked a little uncertain. This is also one of her routines. She can decide many things, but it is not necessary. Letting men help her choose can give men a sense of accomplishment. You can use 200 troops and I will bring all the troops here. The young Qian Jiang thought for a moment and said, that's not good. Shu Fu was overjoyed, but on the surface he was still thinking about the other party. You bring all your troops here, what if someone invades your world? Don't worry, the intruder will be reduced by 30%, who will invade my world now. Qian Jiang laughed and didn't care at all. In his opinion, this was his first date with Shu Fu and it had to make a good impression on her. Well then, Shu Fu nodded, cute. Then I'll open the authority of 200 troops. Just wait for Brother Qian to come over. She launched an invitation to the young Qian Jiang. At this moment, although she blocked Qin Ming's private chat, she still took this matter to heart. In order to prevent Qin Ming from coming to trouble her, she made preparations in advance. Once Qin Ming really came over, at that time she will face both sides of her and Qian Jiang's attack. With the attributes weakened by 30%, she can't imagine how Qin Ming can win. Even if Qin Ming invaded with the alliance, she also has an alliance. Soon, the system prompt came. Qian Jiang, human lord, has entered your lord world by invitation. Shu Fu looked left and right, but I didn't see where anyone was. So I chatted privately. Brother Qian, are you here? Why didn't I see you? Qian Jiang replied, come here. I appeared in a forest with a small river next to it and more than 170 troops are behind me. Ah, I know where you are. Wait for me to find you. Shuf said. The area she has now explored is about 9-10 kilometers from the Terran Tavern, and she has killed a lot of level 19 monsters in the area. She probably knew what direction Qian Jiang was talking about. You guys come with me. She took a few swordsmen and quickly walked towards that place. To know, she is not like Qin Ming, who has a reconnaissance unit like the Devil's Eye. At night she used many swordsmen to patrol outside, lest any monsters break into the Lord's hut or she would be scared to death. Although there is a map. But the map is just a map, it doesn't show monsters, friendly and enemy troops, etc. Therefore, although Qian Jiang was invited by her, she still needed to find it before the two sides could meet. She is very clear. Why did Qian Jiang come to look for her? She doesn't mind giving each other some sweetness, but she won't knock the relationship to death. After all, she will also find opportunities to hook up with other men in the alliance. But that's when she left with the swordsman. A system prompt came to her mind again. When the Lord World opens up the intercommunication. Qin Ming was naturally going to invade Shu Fu's Lord World right away, but he thought about it. For a woman, no fanfare is required. After all, if you go to someone else's Lord World, you won't be able to get the experience of brushing monsters in your own abyss lair, which is equivalent to delaying your own development. Since that's the case, it's enough to send a few demons over there. Qin Ming thought to himself, in case, he picked 3 earth-shaking demon bulls, 5 gluttony imps, and 5 spiked demons. All of them were level 121-125. Let them pass back to the Devil's Valley first. I'll give them a succubus inspiration. Qin Ming gave an order. Yiyar nodded, her soft body danced, and she cast the skill Succubus Inspiration. Now she is level 157. The effect of Succubus Inspiration has reached a speed increase of 280%, and it lasts for a full 70 minutes. 70 minutes. Killing a woman is enough. And Qin Ming watched Yiyar dance in front of him, and the graceful and perfect body curve made him unable to help but sigh. As expected of a succubus. After working so hard for so long, how can you still be so vigorous? Not only are you not tired at all, but you are getting more and more energetic. This is if Qin Ming's lord level has risen to level 8. All attributes such as strength and physique have reached more than 80 points, which is more than 8 times that of ordinary people. He really doesn't have the strength to work with her for so long. And this time, when I'll release the succubus inspiration. The 13 demons selected by Qin Ming suddenly felt as if they had been beaten with blood. 280% speed increase, that effect, who can imagine? Then, Qin Ming came to the demon summoning tower, opened the panel, and selected the invasion function. In the pop-up input field, I searched for the word Shufu, and her Lord World option popped up directly. In the D12 area, she is the only one with this name. Invasion teleport, as Qin Ming ordered. A white teleportation light appeared on the 13 demons. The next moment, he disappeared from the Devil's Valley. As for Qin Ming himself, naturally it is impossible to run this trip in person. That woman has no face at all. The devil has invaded. Brother Qian, that person has invaded my world and the system has prompted me. This moment, Suful looked a little flustered. Don't panic, baby, let's meet first. Qian Jiang was still calm. I was invited here and they all appeared in random locations. It can be seen that if he wants to invade, he will definitely appear in random locations. You must bring more men and be careful. I've sent back all the swordsmen who spawned monsters in the lair. Shuf said, are you okay now? Qian Jiang was a little nervous. No, I didn't see any demons. Shu Fu looked around but didn't see anything suspicious, but fortunately the system reminds me that there are only 13 troops he invaded. 13, that's fine. Qian Jiang breathed a sigh of relief. It should be just to explore the way. Just let him know that we are together now and he will definitely not dare to invade in a big way. At this time, he found that when he came to Shufu's Lord's World, there was an additional channel in the chat interface. Local channel Suful. As long as there are troops in Shufu's Lord World, you can receive chat messages from this channel. So Qian Jiang thought about it. I shouted a sentence on this channel. The surname is Qin, this is my woman's world. You sell 100 crystals of things and go back on your word. If you want to charge her 300 crystals, profiteers are not as cheap as you. I dare to invade her world now, is it a shame for you? Go away now, I'm too lazy to care about you, or I'll go to your world and kill you. When he shouted like that, Shufu's heart beat a little faster. Because only she knows it's not like this. Of course, she has done a lot of similar things, and she knows very well that as long as she insists that this is the case, then everyone in the Dijiang Alliance will think that it is Qin Ming's problem, not hers. There's no evidence for this anyway. Whoever is believed by more people whose words are the truth, but right now, Qian Jiang suddenly shouted angrily, Who is it? How dare you sneak up on your grandfather and come out for Lao Tzu? Crap, this range is really far, what kind of arms? It shot from that direction, everyone obeys, all rush over for Lao Tzu. There are only 13 troops on the opposite side, and if you rush over, you can destroy them. At this moment, Suful didn't know what was going on. All she knew was that her system prompts kept ringing. Qian Jiang, the Lord of the human race, has -1 troops in your world. The current force is 172. Qian Jiang, the Lord of the human race, has -1 troops in your world. The current force is 167. Qian Jiang, the Lord of the human race, has -1 troops in your world. The current force is 163. Qian Jiang, the Lord of the human race, has -1 troops in your world. The current force is 159. This series of prompts. Sophie's face turned pale, she is very clear. This is the force that Qian Jiang brought to her world and it is being slaughtered. Just now, Qin Ming's 13 demons have descended on Shufu's Lord World, appearing in the woods beside a small river, although there is no map. But the spiked demons who have risen to level 120 have a range of 350 meters in the turret mode, so their field of vision is also extremely broad. It was soon discovered that upstream of that creek, there were traces of a group of biological activity. Go and see. 35 Qin Ming commanded the demons. Soon, a group of human troops appeared in the sight of the spiked demon. Swordsman level 20, Swordsman level 20, Shield Warrior level 20 above the heads of the human race troops. Qin Ming looked like a red name. After the name and level of the arms, there is also a line of small characters. The rate belongs to Qian Jiang, the Lord of the human race. Coincidentally, at this time Qian Jiang was scolding on the local channel. The surname is Qin, this is my woman's world. Did I give you a face? Get out now or go to your world and F***ku. 5 say this. When Qin Ming heard it, he was a little confused. Say I sell 100 crystals and ask her for 300 crystals after the transaction. 35 That Shufu, did you tell people that? Kind of outrageous. The key is, this man still believes it. Qin Ming was too lazy to think about it, put them off, when he gave the order. The 5 spiked demons immediately set up a turret mode more than 300 meters away. The arms swelled and countless spikes spurted out. Qian Jiang never thought of it anyway. He is still scolding on the local channel. Qin Ming had already seen him and all the troops under him. That's right, as a lord, Qian Jiang came to this world in person. After all, his original intention was to have an in-depth communication with Shufu, so of course he had to be there in person. It's a pity that Qin Ming directly invaded this world. Just when Qian Jiang was unprepared, countless spikes shot out from the depths of the woods, although there are only 5 spiked demons. But this round of pouring salvos shot a total of more than 100 spikes, which looked like an army of thousands of horses. This moment. Countless spikes fell on the crowd. -678, -678, -678. A bright red damage number floated up. These swordsmen under Qian Jiang couldn't resist an attack at all, and the swordsmen in the outer circle fell one after another. In this wave alone, Qian Jiang lost more than 20 swordsmen. This is also because the attack distance is too far, many spikes are blocked by obstacles such as trees. Many more were shot on the same swordsman. Even if the swordsman dies, the corpse will block the spikes. After a round of pouring, the fire ceased. This made Qin Ming ponder. It seems that there is no need to pour out to deal with these guys. It's better to use a high enough attack speed bonus to attack, Qin Ming thought to himself. After pouring, it cannot attack within 5 seconds. This is a defect, but it is also a weakness that will inevitably exist in ultra-high bursts. It's cool when playing bosses, but in the current situation it is not applicable, fortunately. Although the initial attack speed of the spiked demons is relatively slow, with the 280% attack speed increase of succubus inspiration, even if they are weakened by 30% by the invasion of DEBUFF, the final attack speed can reach 2-4 times per second. Wait 5 seconds, then attack freely without pouring. Qin Ming ordered. After being attacked suddenly, Qian Jiang was immediately dumbfounded. He didn't expect it at all. Qin Ming attacked him directly. What's the situation? This Nima. More than 600 injuries. The young man clan lord couldn't believe it. If a thorn falls on his arms, it will cause more than 600 damage. Whether it is a swordsman or a shield warrior, all of them will be instantly killed. This hurt. It was even more terrifying than the strongest boss he had ever encountered. You know, this is the attribute of the opponent after being suppressed by 30%. What kind of troops, being suppressed by 30%, can still have such high damage? Are the demons so fierce? It's not scientific. Qian Jiang was attacked, and after more than 20 swordsmen died in one wave, he subconsciously wanted to escape. But this time, spike attack stopped. This made Qian Jiang's heart move, looking at the direction where the spikes shot out. That kind of arms will it burst high, but the burst interval is long. Every time it erupts, does it take a long time to re-attack? Qian Jiang thought quickly. Next moment, he made a decisive decision. In that direction. There are 13 troops on the opposite side. Rush over and destroy them, 99 under his command. The swordsmen under his hands all ran in the direction the spikes came from. In his opinion, Qin Ming's unit's long-range attack is so high, so it must be very fragile. As long as it is close, it can be easily dropped in seconds. I have to say that Qian Jiang's brain is quite flexible. Unfortunately, he was only half right. The spiked demon's eruption does have intervals, but it's only 5 seconds and Qin Ming's thorn demon, the attributes are simply beyond his imagination. When the group of swordsmen rushed into the woods, in less than 5 seconds he rushed out a distance of 70 or 80 meters, and the terrifying spikes in the forest shot out again. But this time it's not pouring. Instead, it launched a single attack on these swordsmen. Every time you attack, you can hit a swordsman very simply. Kill with precision. I wipe. How far is the range of the opposing troops? You have run 7 or 80 meters without even seeing a shadow, and this rate of fire is too outrageous. Is it only 13 soldiers? Qian Jiang watched his sword soldiers planted in the woods. He didn't even see the enemy's appearance. Go 35. This is so special, it can't be beat at all. Qian Jiang looked flustered and immediately waved his hand to greet his subordinates to follow and turned around to escape. However, before he could turn around and run away, he saw a few shadows gliding in the surrounding woods. At an extremely terrifying speed, it flew past him and then landed in the woods in front of him. Tear off! Several shadows fell in the woods. It was the 5 spiked demons that caught up with the ability to glide. Qian Jiang's face sank. He saw that the ones blocking the road in front of him were 5 humanoid demons, all about 1.5 meters tall, with dark brown skin and bent legs. There are no fingers on the palms of both hands, only countless spikes. This is the first-order unit of the demon race, the Thorn Demon. Luo. Qian Jiang's face changed slightly. He knows this class. But the spiky demon in front of him was different from what he knew. This range, this rate of fire, this attack, this movement speed, how can you still glide? What kind of ghostly spiky demon is this fierce? And this time, the spiked demons are in the shadows of the woods. For flowers. For a while, Qian Jiang couldn't see the names and grades above their heads. When he was about to step forward and wanted to see clearly, the thorn demon suddenly swelled his arms and the thorns shot towards him quickly. Protect me, protect me. Qian Jiang was so frightened that he retreated on the spot. He looked at the demon's dark black pupils and was terrified. Directly let more than 20 shield warriors and the remaining 40 or 50 swordsmen subordinates move forward one after another. At the same time, he shouted on the local channel, Big brother, I was wrong. This matter has nothing to do with me, please let me go. That's what the woman asked me to come here, I didn't plan to be my enemy. Pity. His shouting did not stop the thorn demon's attack. Qin Ming's indifferent words sounded on the local channel. Why isn't this your woman's world? Don't you want to come to my world to kill me? Why is this cowardly? Didn't I know that it was you, eldest brother, who was provoking? 5. Qian Jiang accompanies the smiling face, which is uglier than crying. Puff puff. Qian Jiang kept retreating. The shield warriors and swordsmen who stopped in front of him were shot to death by spikes. He wanted his subordinates to rush up and try to kill the spiked demon. The speed of fire of the spiked demon is too fast. Before his subordinates started rushing, they were killed one by one. At this time, Dijong Alliance chat channel, Shufu, the lord of the human race. Something happened, something happened. Everyone come to my world and accept my invitation. Brother Qian was beaten. What, didn't Brother Qian say that it's enough for him to go alone? Qianjiang, the lord of the human race. That's enough, hurry up and come to support, I'm about to be killed. A time. The Dijiang Alliance channel became lively. The founder of this alliance, Su Xiaodi, and Qianjiang are real friends. After receiving Qianjiang's request for help, he was still quite nervous. Everyone went to help. No matter who dares to bully our alliance, we must let them know how powerful we are. Otherwise, why should our alliance have a foothold in this area? Su Xiaodi gave an order. The members of the Dijiang Alliance responded one after another. Shu Fu quickly invited the other members into her Lord World, and all of them gave 1,000 troops. No way. She looked at the system prompt of Qianjiang's loss of troops and was really a little scared at this time. So, the more people who come, the better. Su Xiaodi Bearman Lord has entered this world. Tiger Pan Tiger Lord has entered this world. Yin Duo Spider Lord has entered this world. A time, 7 or 8 people came directly from Shu Fu's Lord World, which surprised Qin Ming, not surprisingly. These people are all here to help that Shu Fu. This woman, there is something. 99 in just a day or two, you've got to know everyone in this alliance. 35 Qin Ming narrowed his eyes. At this time, Qianjiang, who had already been killed by the thorn demon, was begging for mercy in a private chat with Qin Ming. Brother, I was so wrong, please forgive me. I have nothing to do with this woman. If you trouble her, don't kill me. At the same time, he called for help on the Alliance channel again. Yes, Shu Fu said there is only one river in her world. As long as you see the river, go north along the river. Come and help me kill him. If Qin Ming knew what he was doing, he would be stunned. Asking for help while begging for mercy, talent. Knife, when Su Xiaodi took the members of the Alliance and entered Shu Fu's Lord World one after another. The troops around Qianjiang had been cleaned up by the thorn demons, and there were only more than 20 left. His hero unit, a bearded swordsman hero, stood beside him in cold sweat, staring at the spiky demon in the shadow of the woods ahead like an enemy. At this time, Su Xiaodi said on the local channel, "Everyone stop first, don't be impulsive, there is something you can discuss. That friend who invaded Shu Fu is a member of our alliance, is there any misunderstanding between you and her?" Su Xiaodi's original intention was to delay time. He had already found the river that Shuf said, "We are heading north and we should be able to reach the battlefield soon," and his words, it really made Qin Ming stop. Stop first. Under Qin Ming's order, the spiked attacks of the spiked demons stopped abruptly. This made Qianjiang's sigh of relief, already covered in cold sweat. "Just a little longer, I'll be there right away," Su Xiaodi said on the Alliance channel. He stopped, "You guys be careful, this guy is a bit wicked. 35, that unit looks like a thorny demon, but the damage and attack speed are terrifying, and it can even glide." Qianjiang reminded him on the Alliance channel. "Don't worry, Brother Qian, with so many of us, are we afraid that he won't succeed? Why 923, and he only has 13 troops, he will be suppressed in the world of Sister Shufu. I'll be there right away." As for Qin Ming. After letting the thorn demon stop, let the earth shaker demon bull and the gluttonous goblins all wait in the woods. He is not afraid of each other. For him, it is very simple to destroy this alliance. However, all this was triggered by the woman Shu Fu, and the members of this alliance seem to be all men. Obviously, these men are all being played around by this woman. As a man, Qin Ming really sympathized with them, if possible. He really didn't want these men to die because of such a green tea. Actually, it's a small thing. Qin Ming was not in a hurry and said on the local channel, "This woman bought a Lord White dress from me before. The agreed 300 spar, 0 down payment in installments, 100 per day. 5 as a result, she blocked my private chats and planned to default on the debt. What do you think I should do? This is over." The local channel suddenly sounded several sneers. That Su Xiaodi said calmly, "But as we know, it's not like that. Shufu said that you negotiated 100 spar with her, bought a piece of equipment, and after the transaction was completed, you threatened her and asked her to pay 300. My friend, it's a bit rude for you to do this." At this moment, Shufu also ran out and complained on the local channel, "That's right. At that time he asked me to pay 300 and I didn't agree, so he scolded me. I really had no choice but to block his private chat." After saying this, Su Xiaodi continued, "Look, my friend, if you swear at her, it must be your fault. Well, you apologize to her, we will help you with the remaining 200 spar, this matter is over, what do you think?" 5 Qin Ming looked at the other party like this and couldn't help shaking his head. Originally, for the sake of being the same man, he was quite sympathetic to each other, but didn't expect. This group of people has no brains to believe what that woman said. You haven't seen a woman in your life. Qin Ming sighed, "Forget it, I don't care whether you believe her or me. Within a day you will pay me 900 spar in one lump sum, and this is the end of the matter. Otherwise, just wait for her body to be collected." 99. He said this on a local channel. Suddenly, a man named Pan who sneered, 900 spar, this tone is not small, did you not wake up last night? And many more. Suzai Odi suddenly interjected, 900 spar, I agree, it would be good if we could make friends. At the same time, he was speaking on the Alliance channel. It shows that he does not really want to give these 900 spar but is delaying time. When everyone is here, let's go together. After all, Qian Jiang reminded them that Qin Ming's arms are very powerful, agreed. Qin Ming was a little surprised. Okay, since this is the case, then you all withdraw and show your sincerity. Qin Ming said calmly on the local channel. Suzai Odi frowned. He didn't expect that this Qin Ming was a bit difficult to deal with. Then friend, shouldn't you also withdraw first? Suzai Odi replied. I'm not in a hurry, I'll withdraw when you give me the spar, Qin Ming said leisurely. Then wait a moment for us to get together. This lord just communicated, and our alliance also took this opportunity to gather here. Suzai Odi said, have to say, this Suzai Odi is really a particular person and all kinds of words are really handy. Pity. Qin Ming is really not the kind of person who will suffer. It's easy to see if these people want to procrastinate. Go to a demon eye, Qin Ming waved his hand. He teleported a demon's eye back and then, through the demon summoning tower, invaded the Lord World of Shufu again. When Qin Ming invaded a Lord World, if he sends the troops to teleport in the future, it will still appear in the same place as before. So, after the demon's eye teleports over, it appeared directly above Qianjiang, the lord of the human race. He sent another soldier in. In the Alliance channel, Shufu immediately reminded everyone when the devil's eye invaded. At the same time, from the perspective of Qianjiang, he clearly saw that the black mist was swirling right above him, and then a pitch-black sphere appeared with pupils in all directions, revealing mystery and terror. Devil's eye overlooking the sky. What the hell is this? Qianjiang couldn't help but curse. He raised his head and looked at the devil's eye, but because the devil's eye was too high, he still couldn't see its name and rank. At the same time, Suzai Odi, Pan Hu, Yin Duo, and other lords who were rushing over here also all saw the rising demon eye. Weird, profound, the evil and icy aura spreads around all of a sudden a time. The faces of the members and lords of the Emperor River Alliance became a little ugly. The unknown is the most terrifying thing for human beings. Obviously, the devil's eye in the sky, something they had never seen before, naturally made them a little uneasy. Certainly. They weren't too scared either. After all now, they have an absolute advantage in numbers. Gu R caused Lao Tzu to pretend to be a grandson in front of him. When the support arrives, I will kill him. Qianjiang stared at the spiked demon in the woods with red eyes, but he didn't dare to move at all. If it weren't for the fact that he couldn't leave this world in a state of battle, he would have left long ago. When the devil's eye invaded the sky above Shufu's Lord World, drop, 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 one after another, red dots were marked on the map in Qin Ming's hand. This is the demon eye that has risen to more than 110 levels. The detection range has been expanded to 3,600 meters around. All the enemies in this area in front of Qin Ming at this moment are all invisible. In the sight of the devil's eye, just around Qianjiang, there are a total of 4 waves of troops rushing towards this side. Suzai Odi, Pan Tiger, Sufel, Yin Duo. Qin Ming narrowed his eyes. These 4 people are the closest to Qianjiang, and depending on the situation, they will be able to join Qianjiang in 5 minutes. A bear lord, a tiger lord, a human lord, and a spider lord. Together, there are more than 600 troops marching fast in the woods. This situation. It is clear that the other party does not intend to reconcile, but intends to confront Qin Ming. The previous words were all about delaying time. That being the case, there is no need for Qin Ming to show mercy. On the local channel, he directly left a sentence. Since you want to fight, I will accompany you. 99 The voice fell. Devil cow, kill this man. Qin Ming gave an order. A 2-meter-5 Earthshaker demon bull carrying a huge pillar rushed out of the woods on the side. After leaving the shade of the tree, he appeared directly in Qianjiang's field of vision. Earthshaker cow level 125, what? At this moment, Qianjiang's pupils shrank instantly. Earthshaker cow, what kind of troop is this, and why level 125? Pity, he hasn't had time to react yet. The Earthshaker demon bull had already rushed over like a galloping truck, and then swung a huge pillar and slammed it on the ground. Skill, shake the earth, a loud bang. Terrifying shocks and fluctuations centered on the earth-shaking demon bull spread around. Accompanied by the shock, the pitch-black demonic energy spread instantly, covering all the remaining units of the opponent. Minus 1058, minus 1058, minus 1058. Originally, this Shake the Earth was a low-damage control skill for Qin Ming. However, the suppression of the level of 2 2 has caused the meat shield troops such as the Earth Shaker to explode with extremely terrifying lethality. A large number of bright red damage numbers floated up. Full screen kill, whether it is the Lord Qian Jiang or his bearded swordsman hero or the remaining swordsmen and shield warriors. At this moment I was shocked to death by the shock wave. Qian Jiang, the lord of the human race in this world, was killed. The system prompt is transmitted to the minds of everyone in this world at this moment. Disperse, destroy one by one. Qin Ming ordered immediately. 5 gluttonous goblins, 5 spiked demons, and 2 other earthshakers rushed out of the shadows of the woods. At an extremely terrifying speed it spreads out around this moment. It was also the last moment of Qian Jiang's life. During the process of his fall, he finally saw the demons running out of the woods, and even a gluttonous kid passed by in front of him. Gluttonous imp level 124, spiked demon level 122, earthshaker bull level 123. It turns out that his troops are all so high. But why are these troops so advanced? Qian Jiang can't figure it out, and he'll never be able to figure it out. When the gluttonous kid passed in front of him, he fell to the ground, his eyes darkened, and he completely lost consciousness. The cold system prompt has spread to all the lords here. Make their faces change. This, how do you say kill it? The most shocking is Succubus. This person and Qian Jiang are real friends. They have known each other for more than 10 years as a result. Did Qian Jiang die too suddenly? Qin Ming, what's the matter with you? Didn't you say wait for us to collect the spar? In the local channel, Succubus gritted his teeth and roared angrily. Really? Are you gathering spar? Qin Ming asked indifferently. Next moment. Mind oppression open. Devil coercion open. 35 under Qin Ming's order. The 2 suppressing abilities of the Devil's Eye are activated at the same time. This moment, horrible things happened. Succubus, Pan Hu, Yin Duo, and Shu Fu discovered almost simultaneously that their arms were greatly hindered. To know, all of them are 10th level first-order troops. Even if you count the Lord bonus, the attack power does not exceed 150 points. In this moment, the spiritual oppression from the demon eye directly reduced the attack power of all their troops by 220 points. In other words, this moment, the 4 found that their attack power had all become 0 at the same time. Their attack speed and movement speed were both affected by demonic pressure, which was reduced by 49% in the case of no acceleration gain itself. 21 was slowed down by nearly 50%, and these units went directly into slow motion. What's the matter? 9 like the eye in the sky. 35 I is this suppression too outrageous? My troops have been attacked to 0. For a while they all panicked. However, these troops were shrouded in the coercion of demons and were dragged into a state of battle. They couldn't even leave this world. In less than half a minute, Qin Ming's 13 demons finally arrived in each other's field of vision. What is that? It's the devil. The troops of the devil tribe, the gluttonous kid. I am the spiky devil. I have 2 cows here. 6, in front of a group of bearman warriors, 2 equally strong earthshakers rushed out carrying huge pillars. I haven't waited for the group of bearman warriors to react. Shake the ground, shake the ground. The 2 earth-shaking demon bulls separated halfway, and the 2 earth-shaking skills directly covered all the bearman warriors. -704, -704, -704. Bright red and terrifying damage numbers floated up in the audience. This bear warrior has high defense and comes with 30% damage reduction. Result, it's still a skill of the Earthshaker, killing all of them at this moment. The bear man Lord Succubus, who did not come to this world in person, finally saw the name of a bright red army through the vision of his bear man warriors. Earthshaker Cow level 125. This red name just flashed by. His bearman warriors had already been destroyed, making him lose all vision on the battlefield. I won't be blind, will I? How can there be a level 125 unit? Succubus' face became very ugly. Soon, someone in the Alliance channel spoke in horror. It's over, it's over. My more than 100 tigers and axemen are surrounded by 3 gluttonous goblins. It is the Tiger Lord Pan Tiger. This lord's initial arms, the Tiger Man knife and axe, is considered to be the most powerful among the various initial arms. 18. 3 gluttons rush out, directly surrounded his more than 100 tigers and axemen. This sounds a little strange, but in fact it is. In Pan Tiger's view of the Tiger Man knife and axe, 3 gluttonous goblins above level 120 directly formed a triangle and quickly hunted his Tiger Man knife and axe. Each attack is more than 400 damage, directly killing his Tiger Man knife and axe. The most terrifying thing is that these 3 gluttons are like mad dogs and they can attack at least 5 times per second. Level 120 Gluttony Kid. This attack speed is too terrifying. 99. Under the suppression by the Devil's Eye, these tigers and axemen can't escape even if they want to run. They want to fight back. The attack power has been cut to 0. It didn't take long. Pan Tiger was also blacked out, completely losing the vision of the Tiger Man knife and axe. Because his Kajiat knife axe is dead, in a blink of an eye, there was silence in the Alliance channel, not just Suzai Odi and Pan Tiger. And Yin Duo, who didn't even see who the other party was, and more than 100 scavenger spiders under his command were shot to death by countless spikes. The remaining brothers hurry up and quit. That Qin Ming is too evil. Suzai Odi was in a cold sweat and quickly reminded the Alliance channel. In fact, no need for his reminder, when several of their troops were wiped out in a short period of time. The other members of the Alliance who were still far away chose to evacuate Shu Fu's world immediately. Finally, only one Sufal remained. Can't beat it, can't run away, this woman is completely desperate. When her more than 130 swordsmen, together with the hero unit, were easily killed by Qin Ming's earth-shaking demon bull and 2 gluttons in the woods, she was already huddled in the Lord's hut, shivering, just like Suzai Odi and the others. When her subordinates went to battle, as a lord, she naturally did not accompany her. But Qin Ming obviously didn't plan to let them go just like that. Although most of the troops of this group have been killed, the next development will be very difficult, but since the battle is launched, it cannot give the opponent any chance to struggle. Each devil's eye with 5 little devils plus 5 thorn devils. Go directly to their lord world and kill them completely. Qin Ming gave an order. Some demons were sent back and divided into 3 groups, invaded the lord world of Suzai Odi, Pan Hu, and Yin Duo respectively. Warning, warning, Qin Ming Demon Lord has invaded your lord world. The 3 lords received such a prompt at the same time. Immediately, everyone turned pale with fright. Shufu's world of lords. She huddled in the lord's hut by herself, constantly switching the field of vision of the remaining 3 swordsmen outside, after being eliminated by Qin Ming group. She now has only these 3 swordsmen left. Finally, she saw the devil's eye and had come to the top of her human tavern. 3 earth-shaking demon bulls carrying huge pillars appeared one step at a time. The spiked demons turned on their gliding abilities and flew low from the forest in the distance, and 2 of them even landed on her technology tower together. Gluttony imps are extremely fast. The last 3 swordsmen, only to feel a flower in front of their eyes, were cut to the throat by the sharp claws of the gluttonous kid and fell to the ground on the spot. So far, Shufu completely lost the outside vision. She who was huddled in the Lord's hut never thought that her situation would deteriorate so quickly. Just now I was still besieging Qin Ming with the Alliance. In a blink of an eye, the Alliance is dead, her heroes and troops are all dead, demon, surrounded by her. Qin Ming, she finally couldn't bear it anymore and shouted pitifully on the local channel. I was wrong, I was really wrong, I am willing to pay 900 spar, I am really willing, you believe me. I believe, 35 at this moment. Qin Ming's 3 words on the local channel made Shufu happy. She couldn't help but think, really, she's still very attractive, this Qin Ming can't bear to kill her. I'm willing to do whatever he says in the future, he's so strong. As long as he has the backing, everything will be there. That's when Shufu thought so. Qin Ming followed with a sentence and shattered her illusion. I believe you are willing to return the spar now, but what are you paying now? 99. As soon as the words came out, Shufu was stunned. Yes, now what will she get? Her hero dead, none of her troops are gone, as for her spar it has already been spent. Indeed, she used to be very good at hanging men, and she could even live well by men alone. But this is the age of lords. No matter how scheming she was, it would be difficult for other men to willingly give her the spar to repay her debt. After all, in the era of lords, the spar means 923 strength. Only strength can be qualified to survive in this era. It's here. The spar is similar to money in the past, but it is more precious than money. After saying this, Qin Ming didn't give her time to regret it. 13 demons attacked together, destroying her lord's hut almost instantly. Then, countless spikes shot out, penetrate her body. At this moment, she smiled, laughing at herself. Looking at the vicious gluttonous goblins around, looking at the spiky demons who shot her in the distance, looking at the sturdy earthshaker cows, she never thought of it. In this lord era, she only lived for 3 days. Even more ridiculous, she even lost her life for 300 spar. If you do it all over again, if she did it all over again, she would definitely be very pure in front of Qin Ming. Not pity, the world is not coming back. The lord of this world, Shufu, the lord of the human race, has died. This world will collapse in 60 seconds. All your troops will be sent back to your lord world. Qin Ming received a system prompt, after a while. His 13 demons, as well as the demon eye, were teleported back to the demon valley of his world. Because of the suppressed properties of the invasion, all returned to normal at this moment. Looking at the system prompt for killing Shufu, Qin Ming was also a little emotional. Now in the Age of Lords, a woman like her is definitely not the only one, and her biggest mistake was to underestimate my strength. In this woman's view, that is to say, I bought a Lord White outfit, not a good piece of equipment. What about default? The saved 300 spar can allow her to summon 60 First-Order troops. As long as she hooks up with some powerful men, she can easily help her resolve this conflict. But she didn't expect it. Qin Ming is the men she hooked up with, someone she can't provoke at all. And this time, with the notification of Shu Fu's death, the alliance channel of the Dijiang Alliance sounded. Su Xiaodi, Pan Hu, and Yin Duo immediately became even more desperate, all face ashes. In Su Xiaodi's Lord World, this is the wild land where the bear people live. In the sky above the barbaric-style buildings of the bear people, there is already a demon's eye looking down at the whole area. When Su Xiaodi's more than 100 bear warriors were wiped out in Shu Fu's world, there were not many troops in his own world to defend. Directly invaded by gluttonous goblins and spiked demons, Tier 1 Technology Tower, Tier 1 Healing Tower, they were destroyed by demons. Even the Novice Spar Tower is not spared. In the Lord's hut, Su Xiaodi watched all this through the window, his heart was bleeding. We should have known that Qin Ming's strength was so terrifying, not to mention 900 spar. Even if it is 9,000 spar, he has to collect it for Qin Ming, pity, now he has no room for regret. In addition, Tiger Pan's Tiger Lord World, a prairie. Yin Duo Spider Lord World, an intricate underground cave world. The situation is similar. They were all invaded by Qin Ming's demons and they were completely powerless to fight back. Even Qin Ming only sent 10 demons to each world. They are totally unstoppable, brother Qin. I don't regret it at this time. Su Xiaodi sent a private chat to Qin Ming, sweating nervously. I shouldn't listen to that woman. Brother, how could you covet her 200 spar with such a strong fighting force? That must be because she wants to default on her debt. My 923s were all deceived by her and we are also victims. Apologize for this, man. Qin Ming only replied, I gave you a chance, finish this sentence, directly block private chat. Just 2 minutes later, a prompt came from the system. You killed Su Xiaodi Bearman Lord, you got 160 spar rewards. You killed Yin Duo Spider Lord, you got 160 spar rewards. You killed Pan Tiger Lord and you got 160 spar rewards. I didn't expect that there would be a spar reward for killing the Lord. Qin Ming did the math. This wave is all added up and he has gained a lot. Just killing 5 lords brought him a profit of 800 spar. Certainly. This spar is nothing to Qin Ming. But the point is that during the period, nearly 1,000 troops were annihilated, giving him 1,000 points of military merit, if you follow the usual efficiency of brushing monsters. For these 1,000 points, Qin Ming would have to spend 3 or 4 hours to get it full. It seems that the benefits of dealing with other lords are not bad, Qin Ming thought to himself. And with Su Xiaodi's death, the Alliance Tower in his lord's world was also destroyed as the world shattered. The Emperor River Alliance finally ceased to exist. It can be said that CBCC. This is an alliance that has been destroyed the fastest since the world of lords communicated with each other. All this on the surface seems to be because of Shu Fu. However, in fact, is it not because of Su Xiaodi's own arrogance in the world of souffle? Qin Ming explained to them the conflict between him and Shu Fu. At the time, they chose to trust Shuf. But do they really believe in Shu Fu or do they believe in the strength they hold with the crowd crushing? They chose to bully outsiders without thinking about whose fault it was. Woman, really? Qin Ming shook his head. Throughout the ages, how many men have been lost in the hands of women at the same time? When the Dijiang Alliance was forcibly disbanded, several members of the alliance who escaped by chance did not dare to come to Qin Ming's trouble. They each found a way to find a new alliance. Then I talked about it in the league. What? Real or fake? More than 100 level units. Are you kidding me? This is bluffing. A first-tier unit with an 11th level can scare people to death and a 100th level. However, did he really kill a few members of your alliance by himself? I always think it's unlikely. Damn, I just listened to what they were talking about, what they said about more than 100 level troops, but I didn't see it with my own eyes. I only saw a demon eye in the sky from a distance. It didn't take long for them to be destroyed by the group. Fortunately, I didn't get dragged into the battle, so I quickly yo-yo. In a large area with a total of 100,000 people. The matter of the Emperor River Alliance did not make any waves at all. In the hearts of only a few people, always remember a name that cannot be provoked, Qin Ming. After 10 minutes, all the demons Qin Ming sent out have been taken back. Throw it back to the abyss lair to level up. It was at this time. There was an elite monster in the double nest, and after killing it, a second-order summoning source stone was dropped. The explosion rate of the second-order summoning originium is much lower than that of the first order. And at this stage, no more than 1% of people can fight second-order wild monsters. There's nothing to sell on the market at all. Come and unlock it. Qin Ming raised the demon summoning tower to tier 2 and the time was not short, but until now he has only exploded a second-order summoning source stone, which is uncomfortable. Fine, the second one is finally here. Qin Ming walked to the demon summoning tower and put the summoning originium tier 2 into it. Congratulations, you have unlocked the second-order unit Witch Believer. This system prompt came. Qin Ming was a little curious. Witch Believer, what kind of troop is this? This thing is actually more expensive than the earth-shaking demon bull. 40 spar to summon one. Qin Ming was looking forward to it. Spend 40 spar and summon a Witch Believer directly, with the dark mist lingering. Appearing in front of him was a female demon in a black cloak. The black robe was wrapped in a graceful figure, but his face was covered by a cloak. A pair of demon wings spread out more than 1 meter behind him, and he was holding a black skeleton staff in his hand. This is healing troops. Qin Ming glanced at the attributes and his eyes suddenly lit up. Speaking of which, he really hasn't treated the troops yet. The means of returning blood to troops are basically Ayer's blood-returning halo, as well as Tiesta's blood-sucking halo. However, these two methods, after all, have limitations. If there is no treatment arm, there will definitely be some difficulties in the future development, although I don't know what kind of abilities this Witch Believer will unlock, but the treatment of the arms must have a great effect. Qin Ming glanced at the Witch Believer. Hope her milk volume can be the same as her figure, soon. Qin Ming sent this Witch Believer to the vicinity of the double nest, and within 20 minutes she had risen to level 41. Look directly at the attributes. At level 1, the basic HP is 200 points, the attack is 20 points, and the defense is 9 points. This attribute is not bad, compared with the Earth Shaker Bull, which is also a tier 2 unit. The blood volume is 100 less, the attack is 5 points higher, and the defense is 6 points lower. And after reaching level 41, all 4 arm abilities are activated. Level 10 ability, Dark Healing, Single Target Healing. Now at level 40, one can heal 400% of the attack power. Level 20 ability, Dark Blood Curse, Group Healing. Healing amount is 150% of attack power. One single milk, one group milk. It belongs to the standard means of treating arms. And next, level 30 unlock ability, Dark Graft. You can link a friendly unit to transfer all the damage you take to the friendly unit, and at the same time provide 200 defense to the friendly unit. This is the value at level 41, if you reach level 100. The defense provided by this skill is 500 points. With this ability, there is no need to consider the survival of this Witch Believer. The full damage is transferred to the meat shield. Unless the meat shield dies first, it is impossible for me to die. Qin Ming was stunned by this terrifying ability. But Qin Ming still has to say that the soul of this unit lies in the ability of her units unlocked at level 40. Witch Follower? Why is it called Witch Follower? Who do they believe in? No doubt. It's Qin Ming, the Demon Lord. Therefore, their level 40 arms abilities are related to Qin Ming. Activated unit ability, level 40, Soul Sacrifice. Give your soul to the Lord. When the Lord takes damage, all the damage is evenly transferred to the sacrificed Witch Followers. After the sacrifice, the Witch Believer will not be able to use Dark Graft, but the bonus from the Lord's equipment and skills will increase by 100%. In the Lord era, the death of the Lord means the end of a world. For example, Qian Jiang and Shu Fu. When they were killed by Qin Ming, the world of lords they were in quickly collapsed minus. To be frank, when Qin Ming ordered his demons to kill them, he was still a little emotional. This man is too fragile. Although he becomes a lord, he controls one side of the world. But once you die, nothing is left. And Witch Believer's level 40 unit ability actually dedicates his soul to the Lord so as to help the Lord take damage. This is cool. Qin Ming was shocked when he saw it. As you can imagine, as long as he summons enough witch followers to sacrifice their souls, Qin Ming can't die at all. The damage suffered is spread to the Witch Believers. As long as they don't die, Qin Ming will not die, and if the number is more, the average damage received by each Witch Believer can be ignored. However, the flaw is that the Witch Believer after the soul sacrifice cannot use the Dark Graft, 35. But it doesn't matter much, because at the same time there will be additional bonuses from the Lord. Qin Ming took a look. He now has 328 Lord bonus light attack points and 136 defense points, not to mention other things. These attributes are all doubled on Witch Believers who sacrifice their souls. Interesting. 99. Qin Ming smiled. He didn't expect that there would still be such a special ability for the interaction between the Lord and the troops. And this ability is not available to other demon lords, because under normal circumstances, the upper limit of the level of witch believers is only 20. It is impossible to upgrade to level 30 and 40 to unlock the abilities of Dark Graft and Soul Sacrifice. That being the case, this witch believer must summon more. But one thing to note is that this witch believer is not the same as other demon troops. They are succubus-like creatures, can't eat corpses. After being summoned, Qin Ming is required to provide them with food. Certainly, 3 servings of food a day is 3 spar. As long as the number of summons is not too large, Qin Ming can still provide this food. Let's get 100 witch believers first. Qin Ming thought to himself. Another 99 witch believers were summoned, 100 of them were collected, and 4,000 spar was consumed before and after. This made Qin Ming feel a little distressed. Although he now has more than 40,000 spar stones, he plans to save some to save interest. Soon, these witch believers have all risen to level 40, unlocking the ability of soul sacrifice. They were all asked by Qin Ming to sacrifice their souls. In Devil's Valley, 100 witch believers stood in a circle around Qin Ming, all wearing black robes, and the demon wings behind them all spread out. A black aura emerged from them, forming the ghosts of witches' souls, and they all merged into Qin Ming. If this scene is seen by others, I'm afraid I think it's some kind of evil ritual. But really speaking, does this seem to be some kind of evil ritual? Soon, as witch believers have dedicated their souls to Qin Ming, Qin Ming found that a soul sacrifice X100 buff appeared on his status bar. From now on, any damage he takes will spread the damage evenly to 100 witch followers. If these witches are not dead, Qin Ming will not be able to die. Continue to upgrade. Qin Ming waved his hand, let the 100 witch believers disperse. It has to be said that although this arm is a second-tier arm, its importance may exceed that of many higher-order arms. This soul sacrifice ability is so cool. It was when Qin Ming summoned these witch followers. Great River Alliance. The founder, Jiang Lingtao, is now preparing to bring the members of the alliance to invade Qin Ming's Lord World. Currently, because the invaders will be suppressed by 30% of the attributes, the situation after the Lord World is interconnected is not as chaotic as imagined. The Dajiang Alliance was also cautious and did not provoke anyone else for the time being. According to Jiang Lingtao, that Qin Ming's talent is related to making equipment. As long as they can control Qin Ming, it means that their alliance will have a stable source of equipment in the future. Some of, even gold gear is included. Certainly, not everyone in the alliance doubts that Qin Ming's golden equipment will be a blast against a king-level boss. But that's very unlikely. First, the refresh rate of king-level bosses is extremely low. Few of the 100,000 lords in the entire region have seen a king-level boss. How could Qin Ming happen to be one of them? Second, even if you see a king-level boss, it's impossible to beat at this stage. Let's prepare, buy more equipment, and improve it. It's just now that they communicated, he must be very alert. Wait until he relaxes his vigilance. After an hour, we invaded together and we couldn't let him have any reaction time, just hold him down. Jiang Lingtao has high hopes for this action. Qin Ming World, Devil's Valley. Qin Ming just teleported the witch believers away and went to the lair to upgrade their experience. Suddenly a system prompt came over. The world where your alliance member Lin Yuao Elf Lord lives has been invaded. The prompt sounds. Qin Ming was stunned. Darling, someone actually invaded Lin Yuao's world. What did the other party come for? Qin Ming was too lazy to think about it and asked directly on the alliance channel. What's the situation? Do you need help? When Lin Yuao heard this, she wanted to subconsciously say no, but on second thought, it seems that I can take this opportunity to see Qin Ming's strength, so she rolled her eyes and said pitifully, I don't know the opponent's strength, or else to be on the safe side, would you help? Okay, let me have 1,000 troops. Qin Ming said. Lin Yuao was dumbfounded. 1,000 troops? What is this coming for? She couldn't help but say, I'm afraid of you coming with so many demons. K, hurry up or I'll invade, Qin Ming said. Lin Yuao was a little puzzled. This man is too domineering. Walk line, 35, 1,000 troops, let go. Lin Yuao Elf Lord invites you to her Lord World. Carry up to 1,000 troops. In the affiliate channel. Shen Yina was also a little dumbfounded at this time. She wanted to speak up and let Lin Yuao invite her. For flowers. After all, in an alliance, you can take this opportunity to make a good relationship. Result. Qin Ming wants to send 1,000 troops directly, then she also went for a woolen yarn. No matter who invaded Lin Yuao's world, if this 1,000 troops pass, everyone will be crushed into scum. I'll come with me. 10 demon eyes, 300 earthshakers, 39 680 spiked demons, 35. Qin Ming picked the troops and sent them back from the leveling lair. Obviously. This time Qin Ming is going to Lin Yuiao's Lord World not just to help her kill the invaders. At this time, Lin Yuiao asked weakly, by the way, let me confirm it. Qin Ming, you are here to help this time. Don't you need me to pay the spar? 35, you want to give me the spar. Qin Ming smiled. It's not impossible, then you can give. No, 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 I'm just asking, hee hee. Lin Yuiao immediately refused and was a little annoyed at the same time. All right, what are you talking about? Almost got pitted again, just as Qin Ming gathered his troops, in Lin Yuiao's World of Lords. This is a peaceful forest, but each tree is many times bigger than the tree in Shufu World. Countless green rattan tossed and circled in the woods, many butterflies are flying in the flowers. This is the world of the Elf Lord. Lin Yuiao stood under a big tree, which was the Tree of Life and where she summoned the elf troops. She was wearing a long light green dress and held a long bow in her hand. Tall and graceful, with charming curves, pure and lovely appearance, especially the pair of eyes as if they can talk, they are watery. Before this, her heroes and troops are spawning monsters outside. Come back, look for where the intruder is. Be careful and report as soon as you encounter anyone. She was a little worried. It's not that I'm worried that I won't be able to defeat it, but I'm worried that I will lose my troops. Her elf archer, even if 1 or 2 died, would make her very distressed. This time the invaders came with a total of 190 troops, also an elf lord named Wu Xiaodo. Speaking of, she did have some exchanges with this Wu Xiaodo. Before Qin Ming asked her to help sell equipment, she just shouted on the regional chat channel, and Wu Xiaodo fell in love with it. This Wu Xiaodo's combat power should not be low, and even belong to a group of top lords, otherwise he would not dare to invade other people's world openly. And this kid dyed a yellow hair which made Lin Yuiao look unpleasant. Sister Lin, I'm here. If you didn't invite me or not, I had to invade, don't hit me. Wu Xiaodo said carelessly on the local channel. He wanted to chat privately, but Lin Yuiao had blocked him. No way, he will invade. Who asked you to call me Sister Lin? 99. Lin Yuiao couldn't help but scolded. I don't invite you, you come here by yourself, are you too thick-skinned? I've said it all, Sister Lin, you look good to me. We are both elf lords, so we can't communicate in depth. Wu Xiaodo smiled. It was at this time. Local channel tips. Qin Ming, Demon Lord, has entered this world. Qin Ming, Demon Lord, the yellow-haired Wu Xiaodo in a forest valley narrowed his eyes. Sister Lin, why did you call your younger brother 35? Qin Ming had just entered this world. When he heard this sentence, he was a little stunned for a while. What the hell, little brother? When did he become Lin Yuiao's younger brother? Knife.